high-level rivalry high school basketball game tonight on TV3. From Rushville, it is the game between the host Lions and Connersville Spartans. From Hinshaw Field at Rushville, it's the game between the host Lions and the Connersville Spartans. Hi, everybody, with Ron Wally. Welcome to this game that's called the War on 44 Battle. Both teams are struggling to get into the end zone. Ron, a game between two teams really struggling to get into the win column as both are 0-4.
Both are looking for their first victory, which is something that has happened in the past between these two teams. And when that happens, both teams come out very hungry. Both teams come out firing on all cylinders. And hopefully we can walk away with our first victory in 18 games. 19.
What to expect tonight? We're here at Rushville on the Lions' home field. So, perhaps the good thing is, though, this is where the Spartans won 2 years ago.
Yeah, we won 2 years ago in a great game. We've had some great battles up here. Actually, we've had some great battles with Rushville throughout the years. And, again, when we play Rushville and they play us, and even though both teams may be struggling, we both bring out the best in each other. And so, this game could go either way. It could be a low-scoring battle, a defensive struggle, or it could be a high-powered offense game, which, obviously the fans like to see that. So, hopefully, again, we have the most points at the end of this quarter or at the end of the game and can walk away with our first victory.
In addition to winning tonight, the winner has possession of the War on 44 trophy. Right now, they'll have it for the next 12 months, but right now the trophy resides in the Rushville case, a trophy case, since they won a year ago, but they did spend a year in Connersville after that victory in 2017 by Connersville. Here are the scores of the Rushville losses. They lost 40-20 to Milan in the opening game. Then they went to Newcastle and only scored a safety and lost 37-2. They won or lost 53-20 to Franklin County, and then they lost just in their last ball game 25-20 to Batesville. The Spartans, their 4 losses, the opening game of the season was a 41-21 loss to Richmond. They lost to Franklin County 49-7, to Greensburg 42-0, and 39-0 last week at South Dearborn. The Spartans are averaging just 7 points a game, while Rushville is averaging 20 points a game on their 4 games that they played. Adam Kelly has passed the ball 413 yards. He's attempted 58 passes. Austin Vance is a freshman here at Rushville, and he has passed 27 times and has racked up 342 yards. This game is just minutes away from beginning, and right now we're going to remind you that it's being brought to you by American Heritage Realty. Buying or selling, see American Heritage first. Reed Health Connersville, we are here to help you. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, free delivery, the number to call, 825-6251. Don's Auto Sales and Tires, major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing.
This Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FC&M Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Fullest Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring plus expert installation. Mancino's Pizza and Grinder is a great place to eat in Connersville. Try a Spartan Classic. Urban Winkler Funeral Home. Call 825-1761 or 458-0745 and ask about pre-planning services. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need. And also by the Eye Center of Connersville. Complete eye care for every member of your family.
At the north end of the field here at Rushville, this is Hinshaw Field. The band of CHS is lined up, and the team is about to emerge from a tent and run through the open space between the band members, and we'll be underway in this ball game. As we were talking about giving the scores, Franklin County is the only common opponent for these teams, and Connersville played about as well as they could against a strong Franklin County team, and same with Rushville. They gave it a good try, but came out on the losing end.
It seems like a lot of our losses this year, Fran, actually over the last year and a half, has been littered with mental mistakes. And one of the things that we need to do, obviously, is cut that down. And, the team that is hungry but plays clean will obviously win. And hopefully we have corrected some of those mental mistakes. It's easy to correct a mental mistake than it is to, if you're outplayed. But Connorsville, you talk about littered. Connorsville, as the Rushville Lions come on out, Connorsville is littered with a lot of injuries on their team. And that is something hard to overcome as we get almost to the halfway point of the season.
A very serious injury last week at South Dearborn, as the Spartans have lost for the season 6'2" junior Braden P. Braden playing well. It's one of the guards on the team, was injured on the very first play at South Dearborn.
Yeah, that was a terrible injury for him. He was, again, he's one of the leaders on that line. And
right, he's been a Spartan since a freshman and as a junior this year. And it's really sad to see someone be out for the season with an injury. We hope Braden has a speedy recovery.
Yeah, hopefully he can get back next year.
Yes. The co-captains for the Spartans are now coming onto the field. Adam Kelly, Evan Schaefer is out there, along with the other co-captains tonight, Alex Edwards and Carter James. Meeting with the officials, and we'll determine who wins the toss here in just a second, see who receives and who kicks off.
Every possession with this game is very, very important. Defensively, offensively, we got to make the right decisions and no mental mistakes. Got to cut those out, Fran.
Right, we've seen that happen all season long, and as you pointed out, it's easy to try to correct them, but it's kind of hard.
That's right. Well, Franklin County is a common opponent, and Rushville played. They scored more points. They've been in a little bit more closer games than we have. Our first game against Richmond was the most points we scored all season. Rushville's put up 20 a few times. Again, they averaged 20 points a game. That's basically 3 touchdowns right there. And we definitely need to stop their offense. We need to insert our will at the line. We've been overpowered, manhandled throughout the season at the line. We got to win it at the line this game.
We sort of outweighed too. We might point out, Ron, that they have 3 guys 300 pounds or better.
Yeah.
So that makes a little bit tough of a line to get through.
That's right. But when we played Franklin County, it seemed like we were about even. It's about the technique, and Franklin County was fundamentally sounder than we were.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, here we go, and it will be the Spartan is going to kick off. That'll be Cole Martin, called onto action. He wears number 27.
Cole Martin, a standout on the soccer field.
Yes.
He scored a few goals during the
leading
game
scorer, I believe, in soccer for the Spartan soccer team.
He's got a leg on him.
Well, they place the ball down at the 40-yard line, and we are a second or two away from Rushville, Connorsville, from Rushville here on TV3. Thanks for joining us.
Nice boot.
It's going and coming down at the 9-yard line. Picked up by number 7, who scampers across the field, cuts a corner, and he's upended by a Spartan.
Yeah, it looks like Lynch got him on there.
That was
Lynch.
Jake Vance who returned the ball, and it's spotted right at the 20-yard line. Yeah. So he picked up 11.
Lynch is one of the smallest guys on the field, but he certainly doesn't play like it. You'll see him behind the center playing quarterback every so often tonight.
Yes.
Actually, they put it on the 19.
Here come the Lions breaking, and we will be set to go at their quarterback spot is number 12, Austin Vance. He's a freshman here at Rushville and is doing very well, guiding the team. Here comes a play to the near side. Cutting the corner, number 7, caught on an ankle by a Spartan, and Jake Vance is dropped. He's the older brother of the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, it looked like we definitely just got a little bit of an ankle to trip him up. Otherwise, he had a lot more running room right there. Could have got that first down.
It's at the 26 of Rushville. And what, round about a second and 3 or 4?
3, yeah. 3.5.
Here's Vance signaling.
First down, easy. And he may be.
And is clear at the 50-yard line and finally brought down in Connersville territory, but the ball handler was Anthony Mio.
First 2 offensive plays from Rushville opened up great lanes for their running backs, and that guy doesn't have that much speed, obviously, but when you have that kind of a lane, you pick up yards.
Moves the ball to the Connersville 33.
You know, right now it just seems like Connersville right away is just on their heels defensively.
Man in motion.
Another.
There is a handoff. Ball is going to be short of the 1st and 10. As Landon Circle in on the tackle for the Spartans. Ball to be spotted at the. They haven't.
I think he gained like maybe a half yard or yard maybe.
Second down coming up. It's 2nd and 10. He didn't pick up any yardage, Ron, I don't believe.
If he did, it's a smidget.
Yes. Here's second play for Rushville.
You know, again, just the first 4 plays, other than the last one where we were able to stop them.
Adam Kelly in on defense made the stop for Connersville.
They just, you know, the offensive line of Rushville is winning the battle so far.
Ball will be at the 29-yard line, 28.5 or so.
Yeah. I wish they had the marks in the middle of the field, the yard. Not on the side.
A little bit difficult to see.
Yeah, hard to figure out exactly where it's at.
Third down coming up for Rushville in Connersville territory.
Nice. Wow.
Here's a player getting loose, getting good blocking, and moving the ball down to the 20 to the 15.
Yeah, again, nice lane opened up there from the offensive line and did a little bit of a zigging and a zagging to get to where he got to get that first down. And, you know, the Spartans got to man up on the defensive line.
Right there. It's a play coming up for Rushville at the Spartan 15. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Yeah, let's have a bend, don't break mentality on defense.
The ball carrier moves forward to about the 10.
Yeah, it looked like he got about 3 yards after, you know, a swarm of Spartans went around him. So like he pulled him for 3 or 4 yards, got to about the 11.
We're going to call a second and 6 coming up here.
You know, Rushville scores right here. Obviously, they're going to be feeling very, very, very good. But hopefully we can force a stop right here, or at least walk out of here with a field goal.
Opening drive of the ball game, Rushville in Connersville territory with a 2nd down and 6.
First pass play.
Rolling out.
Nobody's open.
Cutting the corner.
I don't know if he...
Picking up a little yardage, maybe a couple?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know where they're going to put it at. Yeah, it looks like he didn't get the first. When the sticks guy moved away, I thought maybe he might have got the first, but no, you're right. He only got a couple, so 3rd and short.
Right.
Third down, 3 to go.
Yeah, 3rd and 3.
Lions in their home all-black uniforms. There's the handoff.
Oh, nice defensive play, yeah.
Nice stop by the Spartans.
And very good there.
Who was that, Ron?
That was Landon Circle, who came in from nowhere.
Okay, and he stopped that guy
down.
dead in his tracks, I think.
Yeah, again, bend, don't break. The Spartans
4th down coming up, and what are the Lions going to do?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal. I mean, this should be very makeable.
No score in the ball game.
No,
Lions have controlled the offense since the opening kick.
Yeah, they're going for a 4th. This would be a fantastic stop for the
Right,
Spartans. Give them a big, huge
field
boost.
goal.
Yeah, and we went offside. That's a 1st down. Yep, see, that's a mental mistake. You cannot do that.
Just as you pointed out, it's cost the Spartans this season.
Yeah, we talk about this many times. You got to reward yourself with great play like that, and to go ahead. I mean, Landon made a fantastic stop right there, and that was it was just for nothing with that penalty.
It's going to be on the 4-yard line, and 1st and goal for Lions.
Yeah, that just.
Here's the snap. He plunges forward.
Yep. Wow, he took 35 guys with him.
Touchdown by Rushville as they take the opening kick, and
that was unbelievable. I mean, that was wow.
Drive into the end zone.
The Spartans helped them with that 4th and 3 offside to give them that 1st down, and you know, you got to. I mean, even though they had great plays as far as Rushville opening up the lane for their runners to run, as the Spartans, you just got to be coaching staff. You got to be pulling your hair out with that penalty.
Yes.
I'd rather them earn it than give it to them. Oh, there's a fake, and if he gets in, this would be crazy. And
he finds an open receiver in the end zone with nobody around him, and it's a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I don't know. Well, if there is a flag on the play, he crossed the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be coming back.
Okay.
Or we may have went offside. I don't know. We'll find out what the call is. I couldn't quite see if he did go over the line. Looked like he didn't, but there is, illegal forward pass. That is, so good.
So the Spartans will take over football here as a break for the Spartans, and they were able to stop the Lions.
Place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine in Insider Care at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Phone 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster.
But we shouldn't say the Spartans stopped the Lions. They prevented them from getting an extra point.
Yeah. Well, the old adage, what you can do, I can do better. Hopefully that proves true here.
Okay, the Lions getting ready to kick off to the Spartans, and they'll get their hands on the football for the first time tonight. 7:52 remains to be played in the opening period. Here's the ball taken by Connersville's number 1. He slips and falls, and by that time, there are some Lions on top of him.
Not bad field position, though. Terrible kick, and hopefully we can capitalize on it.
Carter DeBoard was a Spartan player that got
looked like he was
shocked
that he got the ball.
Yes. Going to be at the 34-yard line of Connersville. Here's a man coming wide to the near side, Braxton Myers. Kelly at quarterback. Snap, a good one. There's a handoff and plunging forward for the Spartans to the 36-37.
Going to miss that kid, Landon Circla.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been a workhorse. Gained about, 6 right there, I think, Fran. And he did not have that big of a lane. That was just pure power right there, getting those 6 yards.
So it's a 2nd and 4 for Connersville.
We'll take 6 yards in a cloud of dust each and every time.
Right. Myers again comes to the near side. He's a receiver for the Spartans. Here's a snap to Kelly. He hands off again. Circula
may have lost a yard on that.
Goes forward, but the defense of Rushville pushes him back a little bit Well, they're going to spot it at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't gain anything. It looked like thought he may have lost a yard, but no, he got right back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Same play.
Yes, right up to the middle after Kelly gave him the handoff.
You know, one of the things that's been, consistent is that, our offensive line just hasn't been able to consistently open up lanes for our running back.
It's a snap.
That's a nice fake, but
through the middle into the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice fake, and Circle paid for it as Adam pulled it out of him quickly and saw his lane open up and got the first down.
Be a 1st and 10 for Connersville.
That was a good fake, and
yes.
boy, Circle really felt that. Yeah, I heard it from way up here. As long as we keep moving the chains, no mental mistakes, no offsides, no fumbles, just be clean.
Adam Kelly quarterbacking for CHS. Here's the snap of Owen, but he picks it up and hands off and up to the 45-yard line.
Going to lose a yard on that. Not sure if it was the combination of it was a bad snap, obviously, but it looked like couldn't quite tell if Lynch went the wrong way there for a second because it looked like Kelly was going to go the opposite way before he turned and found Lynch.
Yeah, it's Gavin Lynch for the Spartans who carried the ball at the 46-yard line.
Got to make it 3rd and manageable. I'd like to get a first down on this play, but we got to make it 3rd and manageable.
Here's the snap.
Another
play up to the middle.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and long, and we've had 3rd and longs all to, again, same plays. I mean, we haven't stretched the offense out at all, and the same plays between the guards. And, if our offensive line's not executing, that's not going to, it hasn't worked.
Adam Kelly carried the ball and gets up and runs over to the far sidelines to get the play from his dad, who's the head coach here at CHS.
Spartans desperate need.
Called a 3rd and 9 for the Spartans. And
first pass play.
Here's Kelly going to fire long and
nice, beautiful.
Got a man.
Yeah, nice play there from
Braxton Myers on a completion.
Yeah, nice. I mean, Braxton saw the sticks, knew where to go, came off the cornerback, and Kelly hit him.
Going to be spotted in the Rushville territory at the.
And he had some protection, Adam did, on that to make the throw.
It's on the 43 of Rushville. 1st and 10 for CHS. First pass by Adam.
No
good. Little snap from center. He's caught at the 45 and down.
Yeah, I thought he may have got a face mask there, but not quite.
Lost on the play.
Yeah. Obviously, nobody in stripes saw it, but bad snaps so far, Fran. A couple of them have cost us.
2nd and 12 is the distance the Spartans have on 2nd down. Really, we haven't seen that many bad snaps in previous games, have we?
No, not at all.
Kind of unusual here tonight.
Yeah. Maybe it's the nerves of the game.
Could be.
The possibility. I mean, we play a team that's evenly matched, and hopefully we can. Obviously an 18-game skid. You're looking for that first victory, and this is something that
Adam will run.
I thought there was a
looking for an open receiver. Can't find any, and it was going to be thrown for a loss.
It looked like he may have gained a half yard, or at least maybe got back to the line right there. Yeah, no gain on that.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 12. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening period.
The breakdown of the offensive line right there led to Kelly, scrambling.
I don't know if it's Rushville doing something that's.
And I don't know either. We haven't played enough of the game, but right now Rushville obviously has the momentum. Rushville obviously I'm not sure exactly what's going
Yeah,
on.
they're up 6-0 in this game so far. Rushville is.
I don't know if we called timeout or.
I'm not sure.
Here they go. Now they're starting the clock. Or maybe not.
The clock is stopped.
There it goes.
Well, there's
But now that's
Spartans get a break there as an offside penalty. 5-yarder against the Lions. That will move the football.
Make it
5 yards
third
for the Spartans.
Make it 3rd and medium.
3rd and 7 is what will be for the Spartans when they break from the huddle.
We gained a first down on that first 3rd and long. Hopefully we can gain another one right here.
Right. 3rd down coming up for CHS. And they need 7 for a 1st and 10 to keep the drive going.
Hopefully we can draw them offside again.
Kelly barks out the signals.
Again, not a good.
No, that was kind of a high snap that time. And he fires long and
that's going to be 4th and short.
he hits Evan Schaefer with the ball.
Yeah,
and it's going to be very close to the
Schaefer was beyond the sticks to get the first down, and Kelly just kind of hove it up. He hoved it up there, not enough oomph on it. And Schaefer had to come back to it, and he's just a little bit short.
So 4th and 1, Ron, what do you do?
Got to go for it here, Fran.
Yes, down 6-0. Minute and a half remaining in the first period here at Rushville. Spartans indeed will go for it. Kelly barks out the signals.
Nice play there from Landon. Oh, he just takes that guy out.
Landon number 42.
That's power.
Pushes a couple of potential tacklers of Rushville out of his way and moves the ball to the 25-yard line.
That was
make it about to 23.
Yeah, that was a nice. Offensive line did their job right there. Opened up that beautiful lane, and Circle had just
good run by Landon.
Yeah.
Snap from center.
Not a good snap again.
Snap. He loses the ball, falls down, picks it up, starts to run, and is caught around the 16 or 17.
Yeah, we got to figure out why there's such bad snaps right there. That is just costing us.
It'll be placed at the 19 by the official.
Yeah.
Rushville's 19. We're in the final minute of play in the first period.
Spartans feeling good, but a lot of 3rd and longs that they've
stopped
converted.
The clock at 51 seconds, so we can exchange footballs.
Yeah. I didn't think they did that, but
right. The official came in from the far sidelines with a dry football, and here we go.
Not raining.
No, who knows? Spartans on the attack. Kelly, nice snap this time.
Play from
Lynch.
The smallest guy, he may be in.
That's the corner.
No, cuts out.
And he will be inside the 10.
Yeah, you don't see a guy of his height bounce off people, but Lynch bounced off a few of the Rushville Lions, and he kept his footing, he kept his balance, and got the first down for the Spartans, and then some. You got to like that from that guy.
Spartans driving the first possession of the ball game. Rushville scored on theirs. Now the Spartans going to duplicate that feat.
Let's hope so, and Landon's going to power in for the touchdown.
A touchdown for CHS.
Very, very nice there from Landon. Nice lane, nice plays there from the, it started off a little shaky, Fran, the offensive line, but boy, they really righted the ship, and, a couple bad snaps didn't cost us. Hopefully they can correct that and make that much better. You don't want it to be a potential.
That's right.
Cole Martin.
Kevin Lynch will hold for Cole Martin. Spartans
give us a lead.
Hoping to go to up by a point in this ball game. Right now it's tied 6-6.
Yeah, Rushville trying to get a little fancy on their 2-point conversion, and
didn't work.
Another bad snap.
There's a boot. It's good. Cole Martin gives the Spartans their 7th point.
Yeah, that about took out a car driving across the street. That was unbelievable. Spartans are looking very, very good, Fran. They got to be feeling good, too.
Right now, we've played a quarter here at Rushville, and the Spartans have the lead of 7-0.
Now in its 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all of East Central Indiana's American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you are buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th in Connorsville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That's 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says good luck, Spartans. 7-6.
Spartans played even in that first quarter.
Yeah. I like it. We came back and scored, and again,
yes,
first couple plays didn't seem to go well. They righted the ship offensively. The line did their job, and we punched it in with some good runs, and we had a couple good pass plays too there from the offense.
Yes. I'm sure the Spartan fans that have traveled to Rushville tonight are well pleased with the kids playing this first
very nice
first period. Here we go. Rushville Spartans chasing the ball carrier, and he's dropped at the 15-yard line.
That was Rudy Bannister, I think, going up on that one.
Stops the clock at 27 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, Bannister he ran down there like a chicken with his head cut off. He was going to get somebody down, and he sure did.
Good defensive play by the Spartans as we near the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, one thing I was impressed, Fran, with the offensive series from the Spartans is that they took advantage of the good field position. They didn't panic at all. Even when we had some bad snaps, they still kept their eye on what needed to be done, and they did it. And you got to be feeling good.
That's right. They found holes in that Rushville defense and took advantage of it.
Yep.
Here's a Rushville runner coming through, breaking 2 or 3 tackles and being chased. He may go all the way, and he will. And that is number 7 on this team from Rushville. That's Jake Vance, one of their leading scorers, and untouched, and he got through the Spartan defense.
He got through the Spartan defense like that. I mean, his brother pitched it out to him, and again, you talk about the offensive line doing their job. He had one blocker ahead of him, followed him out until he just saw green, and he took off and didn't stop.
Yes.
I thought for a minute there one of our guys was going to cut him off at the angle, but that didn't work at all. I mean, he just turned on the jets, and he put distance between the defenders and himself, and wow, that was beautiful.
So the Lions go up with 14 seconds to be played in the opening period.
Yeah,
they have a 12-7 lead right now.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2, and to make up for that miss, a different quarterback's in there for them.
Here comes a play,
and we stopped him. So like that we were able to stop him right then and there.
Right, that's important.
Well, they scored in about 10 seconds. Hopefully we can get the ball and do the same.
Yeah, it's 12-7 right now with the lead belonging to Rushville, and they'll be kicking off to the Spartans.
Now let's continue the theme of what you can do, we can do better.
Well, it looked as though that first quarter was going to end with the Spartans out in front, 7-0.
That's exactly what I thought, but Rushville had other plans.
That's
and again,
right.
That sweep play right there really, what it did for them was to utilize their speed when they did that.
Right. Let's hope it's not a confidence breaker for the Spartans to see something like that happen.
We'll find out on this series right here. They don't have to score in 5 seconds. They don't have to outdo them on that. Mm-hmm. They just have to score.
Lions will place the ball at the 40-yard line.
We have not had a run back in a long time. It would be nice to have one right here.
Yes, it would.
Number 70, John Alexander, to kick off the Lions. Number 15, Captain.
Again, terrible kick. I don't know what happened there. A flag. It must be offside on Rushville. I think that's what they're going to be calling.
See where they kick off this time. Is it going to be at the 35 or?
I haven't even seen a call, so I'm
no,
not
I
quite
haven't
sure
either.
what's.
The official's going to stop at the 40, I believe.
Yeah, and I didn't even see him make a call. The head umpire has not made a call.
No, he's going to mark off
Yeah.
So it must be a 5-yarder offsides. Yes.
Offside Lions. Okay, this
So instead of the 40, they'll kick off at the 35-yard line. Let's see if that turns into a break for the Spartans.
Yeah, it was funny how the ball was on the 40, and then he kind of walked, the 5 yards off. It's going to go to the other big line. I don't know why you need to do that. You just pick it up and walk normally over to the other big line. Again, not good kicks there from the Rushville Lion kicker.
That one will come down at the 35.
That's turned into a good
Eludes
kick.
the Spartan. Cirqua.
No, that's
Lynch finally picks it up. Gets around a couple, 3 defenders of Rushville. And that stops the clock at 11 seconds left to play. First period.
Yeah, we had one of our guys, I thought there might have been a flag going to be called, as one of our guys kind of pushed one of the Rushville Lions outside of, out of bounds, and nothing was called, thankfully. Again, don't have to score in 5 seconds, don't have to have a big play like Rushville just had. We just need to score.
Yes.
If we take it into the second quarter, so be it, as long as we score. It's been a fast-paced first quarter.
Well, this last 14 seconds has taken.
It's longer than the first 11 and a half minutes.
That's right. Okay, teams line up. Kelly and a quarterback. Got the snap and hands off. Ball carrier runs toward the far sidelines and is dropped at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to be calling. Usually something like that, they might have seen a face mask, but we're going to.
Yeah, a flag on the play.
Yeah, see what was called on.
Where's the ball? They placed it.
Let's see what's going on. Holding. No, it's holding from the Spartans. Wow. Hardly see a hold from that call from the guy in stripes, but now it's going to be 1st and 20.
Clock stopped at 5.9 seconds.
Yeah, that's going to put us at 1st and 20. Not liking that at all.
No.
Thing to do is just remain calm and again, don't have to get the touchdown back. And we're going to end this quarter right here.
Right, that's 0-0. That means the end of the first play of this ball game at Rushville, and it is Rushville 12 and the Spartans 7.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville, Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
A warm night here in Rushville. This ball game being played in the upper 80-degree range, so not really football weather.
No, not at all. And I tell you, it feels like a sauna up here in this press box. And again, one of the things that we haven't talked about due to this humidity is we may see some kids go down with cramps.
Yes, that's very possible, because this is certainly the weather that causes that.
Yeah, definitely want to keep the kids hydrated, want to keep them more hydrated. I guess that's the best word I can come up with.
You'll stop there, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else to say, but yeah, I'm trying to keep hydrated myself up here.
Okay, the Lions will take over at a 19-yard line, their own 19.
No, we'll take over. It's us. We, that the offsides that we had, that when we were when they had the ball 4th and 3 their first series, that hurts us. This could hurt us as having a holding penalty right off the bat when they just scored in 5 seconds. 1st and 20, and we're deep in our own territory, and just gotta do our thing, and we can get these 20 yards pretty quickly.
Right, yeah, the Spartans are in control. I had it mixed up. Here's a play.
Yeah, this
Ball handed off
we
to Cirqua, and Landon
need to open up the offense a little bit, kind of spread it out a little bit, utilize our speed. We have speed too.
ball on the 11-yard line and lost by the Spartans. It's 2nd and 18.
Yeah, we definitely, without question, need to start opening up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've had, I don't know how many plays between the guards so far. And
here we go. Kelly takes the snap, looks for somebody to pass to.
Nice.
He's one that is.
Kelly needs to, a nice pass, but we're making our guys dive and have to come back to it. He's got to lead them a little bit more, but, guys are running great routes, and now it's 3rd, and even though it's long, it's 3rd and better than what it could have been.
Right, that was Braxton Myers who handled the football, and it's now resting on the 20-yard line. So make a 3rd down and 9 to go. Boy, this is important to pick up more than 9 right now, Ron.
And we've done that. And Kelly's been, so far, I believe, 3 for 3 passing. So this is, obviously probably going to be another pass play. Just get to the sticks and make a great throw.
Here's a snap.
We have.
He looks for somebody to pass to. Finally got a man, number 9, at the 30-yard line, who gets to the 44.
You talk about threading the needle right there. Lynch was wide open. Lynch had a lane. He had a
great play by the Spartans. Even Schaefer was the receiver on that play, and the Spartans get a 1st and 10.
That was beautiful there. Again, Lynch was open, but Kelly couldn't see him because he was flushed out of the pocket.
Right, he was being chased, and
talk about a beautiful throw right there, Fran. That was threading the needle.
Under a lot of pressure.
I think Schaefer there caught it with his fingernails.
It's on the 43 of Connersville, 1st and 10 for CHS.
He may not have any after that one, and he gets the ball, and he's powering his way through, putting his head down there, knocking somebody over, and he may go close to the first.
Ball into Rushville territory.
Boy, Schaefer put his head down right there and bowled over that kid. I'm surprised that one Rushville kid got up. And
it's 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
No, it's a Pregame. Yeah, I thought they.
Wow.
They did get a first
At the Rushville 43 or 42, the official still walking around carrying a football. So
causes Rushville to take a timeout. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Give them a call at 825-5111.
Ball spotted at the Rushville 47-yard line.
Very impressed so far, Fran. We started off with that holding penalty that put us back to 1st and 20 on our 9, and we got it to 3rd and 9, and Kelly made that beautiful throw to Schaefer, who caught it with his fingernails, and then that play with Schaefer right there digging out 10 yards for the 1st down. As a coaching staff, you got to be very, very impressed with the way that these boys have handled themselves as they've gotten to be able to get out of the holes that they've been in so far in this game. Spartans
trail by 5. It's 12-7 Rushville with 9:33 to go, first half. Connersville tight formation this time. Kelly takes the snap.
Now it looks like that was Lynch there, and Schaefer is. Oh no, I thought Schaefer had the ball, but no, it was.
Was it Gavin? Was it Lynch?
No, Lynch got the quarterback. I'm not sure who had that ball. But nonetheless, it's
nice
got
pickup by the Spartans, as it is now 4 yards, 2nd and 4 at the Rushville 41-yard line.
Looks like Lynch has got the ball too, giving up the
ball carrier plunges forward, gets to the 35-yard line.
Got the first down right there, Lynch. I mean, that was just power football right there. That was just pure power.
Good move by the Spartans as they mix up their game tonight, passing and rushing.
Yeah, yeah, very nice offensive plays from the Spartans. Again, I'm not sure where Kelly's at, but Lynch has the ball, or Lynch is
on the 34-yard line of Rushville. 1st and 10 Spartans. Here's a handoff, and ball carrier plunging into the Rushville line, and
definitely lost a few on that one.
Right, was pushed back some.
Yeah, without question, got to start shaking it up there, because those are the first couple, 3 or 4 plays in a row of that similar play, and Rushville. Actually, we got a yard on that, I thought.
Yeah, the officials moved the ball down to.
I didn't think we got a yard on that one.
To the 34, which is.
But Rushville's tied it up on that play. It's time to stretch it out a little bit as Kelly's back in. And I'm not sure what's going on here as we see number 3 go out. That's Chad Owens. And Lynch comes back. Must be something with his equipment.
They clocked to stop. The officials stopped the clock at 7:59 in the first half.
Yeah, senior Adam over there, senior, he's giving some lip to he's wanting to know what's going on. He's not happy.
Right, here comes the play. It's 2nd and 9 for CHS at the 33 of Rushville. There's
nice
snap,
power.
A handoff up through the middle.
Down, he's got
going.
more,
Somebody got open and is finally brought down, but deep in Rushville territory.
We're seeing power football here, Fran, this drive from the Spartans. Cirqua, Schaefer, I mean, these guys are just bulling their way through. They're not getting the biggest of lanes, but just enough for them to utilize that power. And we're down now on looks like the 9 or the 6-yard line.
That's on the 7, I believe. And
they got him on the 7? Yeah, they got him on the 7.
Right. So it will be 1st and goal for the Spartans.
You got to like the way that the Spartans have bounced back. I'm going to love it if they get in the end zone here. And Kelly faked it. I don't know if he made it in from our angle.
Somebody in the end zone?
No, he looked like he may have got to the 2-yard line.
Okay. Tough to see when they get near the goal line.
Yeah, looks like we're at the 2 or 1. I can't quite see. I mean, look like we may be at the half-yard line.
They're going to place it on the 1-yard line, I believe.
Yeah. Again, we've had power football.
7 minutes left to play, first half here tonight at Rushville.
Yeah.
Happy to have you with us here on TV3.
Yeah, the touchdown for Schaefer. They gave that ball, and he just kept kicking his legs in for that touchdown. Good job from the Spartans.
Touchdown CHS for the 2nd time tonight. The Spartans get into the end zone. Getting ready for the point after try now.
Again, we talked about it that we talked about it. The Spartans, again, did not have to come back and score. With 10 seconds, they just needed to come back and score, and by goodness, they did.
6:52 on the clock, and puts the score at 13-12 for CHS. Extra point try was missed.
Yeah, just, oh, wow.
Anything to eat?
Spartans now
Fine, thank you.
have a 2-point lead.
Right, as the score now is 14 CHS and 12 for Rushville. Ron?
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Fran, gives you the very best deals and tires. Don's has all the major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and price ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730.
Now we'll see if the Spartans defense is up to putting a hurt on Rushville.
Yeah, again, we've played this, what you can do, I can do better, and we've answered.
Well,
how about if we do better on defense?
We're seeing the best Spartan play of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And we've played power football.
Yes.
We've the boys have not. I was very impressed. We talked about it earlier, Fran. Very impressed with the fact that the boys shot themselves in the foot with that first play holding penalty that put us back on the 9-yard line in the first quarter. And we chewed off almost a full half of the second quarter and scored and took the lead. And we did it with power. We did it with precision. And you got to feel good.
Ball taken at the 15. Runner getting free, but finally he's dragged down by a Spartan. And that was Circle, I believe, on the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like there was a push in the back, but didn't get called.
So the ball will be at the 33-yard line of Rushville as they head towards Spartan territory.
Yeah, and Rushville's feeling good offensively, Fran. That big last play, that big way, that may have been 75, 80 yards.
Yes.
In 10 seconds. And, that first series that they had, they just, went way, just another timeout for Connersville, but they went through our line like butter.
Right.
So they're feeling good even though they're down 2. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer, for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Spartans will be home next week for the first time in quite a while.
Almost a month.
Jennings County, right. Jennings County from North Vernon High School will be coming to CHS. It will be the homecoming game for Connersville, so we hope all the fans will turn out. Good crowd tonight from Spartans coming to Rushville to watch this game.
Yeah, they're almost filled up.
Of course, Connersville is known for its fan following. And,
people like to see us on their schedule, opposing athletic directors, because we bring the faithful.
That emotion for Rushville. As a handoff, and the ball carrier finally brought down near the 40-yard line.
It looks like this game, the way it's going, and I know we still got 2.5 quarters to go, but the team with the ball last, and thankfully we get the ball to start the second half.
Ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Lions here in the first half with 6:20 on the clock.
It's imperative, Fran, that we stop them.
There's a net of motion, and here is handoff. The ball carrier getting across the 40-yard line. Still be short for the 1st and 10.
Yeah, he had a fantastic lane open up, ran into his guy, which gave our guys an opportunity to get there and stop him. Again, 3rd and short right there. And, that is, again, Rushville coming out firing on all cylinders. The lanes are still opening for them.
There's the 3rd down coming up for Rushville. They need a yard for a 1st and 10. Well, if the Spartan defense could hold here, Ron.
Yeah, we need to hold here. Need to get them maybe a couple. Rushville, I don't think's had a loss of yards play all night, and they're digging it in for the 1st down right there.
And it's going to be close.
Yeah, it is going to be close, but I think he got it. Yeah, no question about that. A lot more yards than I thought he got.
And on the tackle for the Spartans, Braxton Myers was one of the Spartans.
I don't know how you got 3 on that.
At 1st and 10 as they move the ball to the 45-yard line, Rushville does, their own 45. So the Lions have a new set of downs to work with. There's a handoff coming to the near side, and the pickup of 5 or 6 by the ball carrier for the Lions. Yeah, the ball was carried by Anthony Mayo.
We have to somehow assert some of our will from the defensive line. Rushville is just manhandling us at the line.
Ball will be at the Connersville 49-yard line. 2nd and 4 for a 1st and 10. 4.5 minutes to play in the opening half here at Rushville. Spartans up by 2 points.
Yeah, he's got some speed.
Turning to the far
nice
side.
Tackle.
Oh, nice. Nice stop by Connorsville.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle there from number 17 for the Spartans. That's Braden Jones, who came streaking out there.
Yes.
And Vance has that speed, and Jones turned on his jets and stopped him. That was a loss.
3rd and 6 for Rushville.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier when they had their last 3rd down. If we can stop them right here, especially since we get the ball to start the second half.
Yes. Pitch out to the near side and up into the.
Yeah, it looks like he got just maybe 1 yard on that, a big
Right.
4th down. With the way that the Spartans offense has been going and being able to score, this is really a huge call for the Rushville Lion. But again, their offense has been firing on all cylinders for a good while.
It's 4th and 4 for Rushville.
Yeah, you got to go for it, especially the way that they've been playing tonight.
Ball resting near the 50-yard line.
This is huge, Fran.
Yes, 4th and 4. Spartan defenders.
And we look like we stopped him. Yeah, good job.
Excellent stop by the Spartans.
Yeah.
Braxton Myers, I see him coming off the pile. And also for CHS, it was Evan Schaefer.
Yeah, very nice. You talked about it, Fran, that we definitely want to have a stop right here. And, if we can score right here, that will really make us feel really, really good.
Spartans take over on downs almost at midfield. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's. I mean, the way that the way Rushville started off that series, I would have not guessed it. I would have. I was already thinking ahead. Okay, if they score here, then we need to score before the half so that we can get the ball back.
Spartans have really shut down their long runs, though.
Yeah, they did those
early
last 3 or
in the
4
game.
plays.
Rushville was running wherever they wanted to go.
Well, we could have gained 100 yards the way Rushville's line was dominating, but we can't. We clamped it down those last 3 or 4 plays, and now we got the ball with momentum clearly on our side with 2:51 to go.
There's a snap. The ball to the near side. Gavin Lynch carries and is forced out of bounds around the 40-yard line, maybe inside the 40.
Yeah, he got the first down. Gavin did, and the Spartans feeling really good with that right there. Love that little guy, Lynch. I tell you what, he's one of the smallest guys, but that kid, you would never know it. He plays like he's got the power of the Incredible Hulk.
Ball was at the 40-yard line of Connersville. They're in Rushville territory. Gavin is a sophomore at CHS, 5'8" and all of 160 pounds.
Yeah, and 5'8" maybe kind of stretching at 160 as well.
There's a handoff at reverse as the ball finally ends up in the arms of
Chad Owen.
I think was it Owen?
Yeah, it was Owens right there,
yeah, right, number 3.
Yeah,
right.
Rushville read that very well. I think we got, 4 yards on that, I think. I'm not quite sure.
It's going to be 2nd and 8, so they picked up a couple. But
yeah. The Spartans, look like they're eating a little bit of the clock.
Spotted at the 38-yard line of Rushville. Spartans and receivers, both left and right. Kelly calls the signals. Good snap from center this time. And he hits a man at the 31-yard line. That was Evan Schaefer, number 9.
Yeah, didn't get the first down, but made it 3rd and manageable. Again, I don't think, I'll have to talk to Grady here, but I don't think that we have had an incomplete pass all night.
I think you're right, yes. Kelly's been right on.
5 or 6 tonight, I don't know.
Good receiving.
Yeah, and Schaefer, he caught that one with his fingernails.
They'll place the ball at the 33-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah.
Spartan ball, 3rd and 3.
Now, of course, Rushville's thinking we got to make a stop for them.
Right.
They got to make a stop.
Sure.
Oh, that's nice from Lynch.
And nice up through the middle and inside the 30.
Yeah, he got the first down on that. Again, you saw Lynch right there. He saw that his lane collapsed, but he saw to his right one open up, and he just followed his blockers and got the first down for the Spartans to keep that alive. You got
First and 10 for the Spartans at the Rushville 33. 28 put it at the 28-yard line. Good drive by the Spartans. They've had good drives tonight, Ron.
They have. I mean, both times they've had the ball, they've scored. Unfortunately, we did not get that 2-point conversion last time.
Snap by Kelly. Feeds off to number 42 for the Spartans, Landon Cirqua. Flag is down as Landon carries the ball to near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, one of our guys.
Let's see what the officials rule.
Yeah, there's going to be a hold.
Shaken up a little bit on the play was the Spartans' Alex Edwards.
Yep, going to be a hold on us.
Afraid so.
Yeah, definitely not something that we want to have right here. But, again, that's our first penalty no, actually, it's not our first penalty. We've had more.
It's the second one, right.
Yeah.
But when you play hard,
yeah,
you can excuse some of that.
Well, it's our second offensive penalty, third overall. We had that defensive.
So well, back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah. That's
what was the call, Ron?
That was hold. That was a hold. Yeah, I saw the hold. I mean, there was no question that there was a hold.
Okay, so it's on the 28-yard line of Rushville.
3's wide open.
There is a pass that is broken up, intended for a Spartan.
Yeah, just
around the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, Owens was wide open right there, and Kelly just, oomphed it a little bit too much. But I like that call as Owens streaked down, and he had some green open right there for you to call it that.
Spartans are working their way toward the end zone of Rushville. This will be second down and 17, the ball at the 36 of Rushville. Here we go with the play.
It's not going to hurt us if we don't score right here.
Kelly looks for a receiver.
Oh, beautiful.
Got one. And he is down. That's a 20-yard line.
Just unbelievable.
That's a great catch.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Evan Schaefer, Ron?
Yeah, that was Evan Schaefer right there, Fran. And Kelly, as he, again, getting.
First and 10 for the Spartans at the 15-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah, and the Spartans, again, Kelly right there, he, without question, is just on fire. He's filling it. Good throws here, these last couple throws. That one with Owens was a little bit too high.
Adams having his best game as his teammates are.
Yeah, they're loving every second of it.
There's a snap, handoff to a Spartan. Schaefer keeps fighting, and
I think I went to Cirqua and his helmet took off.
Did it go to Cirqua?
Yeah, and his helmet came off, and he's feeling pretty good. Looks like it's on the 5-yard line. I don't know if that's the ball down there or a flag. I can't tell what it is.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like. Again, I think that's the ball. I can't quite tell. It's a face mask against Rushville.
Oh, face mask against the Lion. Yeah. That's a 15-yarder.
That's a huge, as Adams Sr. is getting the.
Yeah, Adams coming in, and.
Well, they took his helmet. That's why his helmet came off. He got the face mask, and
he's on the field.
Kelly may be arguing that, hey, it should be a personal foul, but it goes halfway to the. So we're at the second.
Yeah, he ran onto the field, and
he's not happy.
Quickly escorted him off.
So we're at the 2.5-yard line, probably. Yeah, timeout for Connersville as we got less than a minute to go, and wow.
Yeah, I think the coach wants to calm the kids down a little bit because we had some rough play there.
Yeah, we sure did. Eye Center of Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at the Eye Center of Connersville. Schedule an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as a phone call to 825-6000. Eye Center of Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
54 seconds remain in the second half of this ball game here tonight at Rushville. The ball will be on the 3-yard line, and it will be first and goal.
Spartans, I tell you, it's the way that they have had drives, Fran. Penalties that knocked us way back, first and 20s on a couple of occasions, and we've risen to the occasion each and every time. Now, we haven't scored here, but again, if we don't lose, we have the cushion that we get. If we don't score, I mean, we have the cushion to know that we will get the ball to begin the second half. But ideally, we want to score and put some more distance between us and Rushville.
Spartans up by 2 points. So we near the end of the first half here tonight. And again, the Spartans have first and goal, the ball at the Rushville 3.
What is it? The last minute of each quarter takes longer than the first 11 minutes of the quarter.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, as the guys in stripes are arguing or talking over something, not quite sure.
I don't know either what. Now they're signaling, I think, to get this final under a minute left to get in the first half underway here. The officials walk around visiting. Now we're just about ready to resume play. Okay, the ref signals for the clock to start. Now he's waving his arms. Now we're playing, and Spartans plunging forward, and they're pushing by a Spartan trying to get the ball carrier into the end zone.
Yeah, that was very, very, aggressive play, power play from both teams.
Okay, as they unpile, the ball will be at the 1, and half a minute left to play in this ball game.
Yeah,
Spartans best hurry.
Yeah, we still have, I think, one more timeout. We just need to score right here.
Right, here we go with the play. And touchdown.
Yep, that's it. And his helmet came off as well. That's the second time it happened. Fantastic.
Was it, who carried the ball in?
That was Lynch.
Did Gavin? Good enough.
Yeah, that was Gavin. I mean, that was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Losing his helmet, though. And
lost his helmet. And that's the second time that we've lost our helmet, as Gavin's still carrying it off the field.
Yes.
Give it to our littlest guy on the field, and he powered and muscled his way into that. That was a hard-earned 1-yard plunge.
Clock stops at 14.2 seconds.
Well, we've seen Rushville score in less than that, so,
Well, absolutely right. 20-12 is the score, and it's in favor of Connersville Spartans.
Yeah, I don't know how we got 14. We didn't get the extra point last time, and we only scored. We got 7. It should be 13. Oh, we got extra points both times. Grady corrected me. I thought I looked at it wrong.
Right.
Apparently, I'm not paying attention. I don't know what happened on there. And I have Grady over here correcting me on that. I think I was giving my food order. I think that's what happened during that last time.
Okay, we're awaiting the extra point try by CHS.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's taking so long with that.
Well, we had a timeout, I think, didn't we?
Did we?
Or I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I'd like to see us go for 2. That'd be nice to put us up by 10.
Mm-hmm.
If not, walking into the locker room with a 9-point lead plus getting the ball to start the second half, you gotta love that.
Yep, they're going for it.
Yeah, we are going to go for 2 right here.
A 2-point conversion try coming up. Will it be a pass or a run into the end zone? Let's see what happens. Kelly calls the signals, pitches out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Into the
that's
Lynch, I believe.
Yeah, no, that was Owens.
Gavin got the 2-pointer.
No, that was Owens.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Owens right there. That was beautiful. I mean, just that lane opened wide up. 22-12. Loving that, Fran. You got to love that.
Right. I mean, this is really a pleasant evening for the Spartans so far.
Yeah, very, very
to say
good.
the least, huh?
Again, what I'm impressed with is that we've gotten ourselves into some holes.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some penalties that put us again 1st and 20, 3rd and long, 3rd and very long, and we have just stayed calm and cool and collected and able to dig ourselves out of the hole. And you got to like that. So, especially now that we're up 10 and we get the ball to start the second half.
Okay, Spartan getting ready to kick off to this Lion team here at Henshaw Field in Rushville. 14.2 seconds remain. Let's see how long this takes, Ron.
Yeah. Well, again, they've scored their second possession. They scored in like 10 seconds. So hopefully we can, and they're going to try to score. I mean, that just goes without saying. This 14.2 seconds,
sure.
They're going to use every tenth of a second to try to score.
Spartan fans across the way encouraging the kids. Here's a kick by Martin, bounces around, taken at the 32-yard line, and the receiver takes a knee.
Yeah, he took a knee immediately, and no time came off the clock whatsoever. So, again, we've seen Rushville score. I don't know how long that one touchdown score was, 84 yards. And this is a little bit less than 84. So
we'll be on the Rushville 35-yard line.
Yeah, we're not going to get burnt. We're going to kind of do a little prevent. Defense, play our guys back, get a better vision of the field.
14.2 seconds. Here comes the play. It's a handoff. Ball carrier picking up some blockers, but he's caught by a couple of Spartans and dragged down at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Schaefer came from the backfield.
Right, Schaefer
to come back
and then Myers teamed up to bring the ball carrier down.
Yeah, Rushville has a timeout. I think that may be their I don't know if that's their last or not, but
I'm not sure. You get three, don't you?
You get three, yeah. And I don't know how many they've taken.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know how many they've taken on that, but the Spartans, without question, Fran, got to stop them. But again, the cushion that we have, the ace in our pocket, is the fact that we get the ball to start the half, and if they score, we'll still have the lead.
Right.
At least by two. If they score a two-point conversion, we'll still have a 2-point lead, plus getting the ball at second half. So it feels good to be in, to have that kind of a luxury.
Okay, timeout's over here. Rushville breaking from the near side, and we're getting ready for the final 8.4 seconds of the first half. Spartans up 22-12. Spartans line up the defense. Here's a play by the Lions. Ball carrier comes to the near side, breaks free, and is finally dropped inside the 30.
And that's 1.2 to go, and they're going to...
Adam Kelly was in on the tackle for CHS as he's playing defense tonight, as well as quarterbacking.
I said that the Lions were going to use all the time that they can, 1.2 to go, and,
yeah, it should be the final play of the first half coming up now.
We hope. We've seen crazy things happen.
This is true.
But, let's stop them and let them run themselves ragged and stop them and, go into the locker room with a 10-point lead is ideal. If we have to walk in with a 2-point lead, we still have a 2-point lead in the ball. So that's, if it were different and the Rushville Lions got the ball to start the second half, then, yeah, I'd be starting to sweat a little bit. But, we need to keep going. We're definitely going to walk in the locker room with the lead and not be playing from behind as we start the half.
Ball at the 28-yard line of Connersville. I was hoping for a field goal try.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'd like to see that, but I guess it will not happen. So.
Well, that'd have been 40. That'd have been a 45-yard field goal.
Yeah, it'd be kind of. They may not have a kicker with that kind of strength.
And he's down.
Ball carrier being chased and wrestled down by Evan Schaefer, number 9.
Yeah, Schaefer's been the man of the hour to this first half. He's done it all.
We have reached halftime here at Rushville, Indiana, in this ball game between the Connersville Spartans and the Rushville Lions. And the Spartans have a lead of 10. It is 22-12.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help you with whatever you need. George's Floral Gifts has that special something for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, bereavement, and or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
Rushville took the lead with 7:52 to go in the opening period as they pushed across a touchdown from the 6-yard line. Their extra point try was a 2-point attempted conversion, and they missed, and they had the 6-0 lead until 14.3 seconds remained on the clock, and it was Connersville getting a touchdown from Cirqua to make the score a 7-0 score as the Spartans. Cole Martin hit the extra point try after Cirqua got it into the end zone. And then that in the final seconds of the first period, Rushville scored and went up ahead 12-7 in the game. The extra point was missed. Going to the second quarter, it was all Spartans as Rushville was scoreless in that second quarter. Evan Schaefer scored for the Spartans with 6:52 to play to make it a 13-12 score. The extra point try was good. 14-12. 14-12 was the score then. And then Gavin Lynch scored with just seconds remaining in the first half to make it 20-12. The extra point, a conversion, 2-pointer, and it put the Spartans at the score of 22-12. And that's where we stand right now as the halftime begins here at Rushville tonight. An impressive play tonight by Connersville.
Very impressive.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah, very impressive. At first, it looked like, oh my goodness, here we go again. Rushville was without question just opening up lane after lane and taking no time to score. Their first series, not even 6-7 plays maybe, and they scored. Second time they got the ball, it just took one for 84 yards, and it looked like that we were off to the races because then we scored our first 2 possessions. But Rushville got the ball back, and they scored very quickly to end the first quarter and with the lead, and then we shut them out. So when they got the ball for the first time in the second quarter, 3 or 4 plays, they were chewing up the yards, and then all of a sudden we tightened it up and was able to make a stop on 4th down. We came back and scored. But what impresses me the most, Fran, is the fact that the Spartans have dug themselves in some holes and were able to dig it out offensively, and that is very, very impressive. You got to like that if you're Adam Kelly. Again, this is Rushville. This is a rivalry game. This is a team that's hungry as well. Rushville, they haven't won in a very long time as well. And the fact that they came out on all cylinders, and the fact that we've lost 18 in a row, you would think that any mistake that we made would get in our kids' head, but we've shook it off. We've played very well, and I couldn't be more impressed with the boys than I am now.
By far the best game of the season for Connersville.
Yeah.
And Adam Kelling's calling a good game, and it seems like when the Spartans got on the offense, the Rushville defense, I don't know, it seemed like they were just deflated or something. It seemed to me they weren't playing as hard as they were earlier.
Yeah, and I think it's because the Connersville, we made a little bit of adjustment where we weren't not getting dominated at the line, and when we took that away from them, again, we were stopping them when they were starting to utilize their speed. Our speed was picking up, so we have not let our spring out of our step, and Rushville has.
Right.
And we capitalized on it.
Yes. And coming into the ball game, Rushville had scored more points in the 4 games than the Spartans, because the Spartans have only scored 28 points on offense
total
this season.
Yeah, and we got 22 now.
Right, yeah. They had 21 points in their loss to Richmond and had 7 points in their other ball game.
Yeah,
and then they've been shut out the last 2 games.
Yeah, we've
0-0.
Yeah, we had a lot of quarters with not putting anything on the board, and And so, we need a game like this. Rushville needed a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
You got two teams that are just desperate for that first victory, and not just this season, but in a long time. We haven't had a victory in 2 years now.
Yes,
over
right.
2 years or close to 2 years. And so, we have been hungry for that, and we haven't really had any close games in that time to say that we could have walked away with a victory. And so now that we've got the lead, what we need to do is just continue on playing. We need to play to win, not play to lose the lead.
That's a good point.
And sometimes that happens.
Maybe these kids are playing for Braden Ray. Pete suffered a serious injury in the game last week, and
that was
I'm sure that's on their minds tonight, and that may be an inspiration.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of injuries this year for our team, and it looks like a Rushville Lion is the king of their homecoming, so he'll probably be.
Right, yeah, we usually visit Rushville when it's homecoming night.
And he has to wear that crown during the game, so
that's no exception.
See how that goes. He may get a penalty if he gets knocked off.
Is that number 20 he's got?
Yeah.
Something on. I'm not sure what.
You got the little, and there's his queen.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
right. Well, congratulations to those kids. I know they're happy.
Yeah, Marcus Molson.
Okay.
Is the king.
I don't think he's been in the game tonight.
He's been preparing to be the king. So that's what's going
You can't do two things, can you, at the same time?
When he gets the ball, he has to ride a horse through it. So, it's nice. It's always nice to see these kids, no matter what team they're on. This is something that they won't remember who won this football game, but they'll remember that they were the king and queen of homecoming.
Speaking of homecoming, we'll see
ours
that
next
at
week.
CHS next Friday night, as Jennings County will be the opposition for Connorsville.
Yeah, the Spartans, again, would love to go into that game with their first victory of the season. And, the faithful have not seen a home victory in a very, very long time. And
that's true. Yeah,
we need one.
But it'll be an exciting rest of the season, I think, for the Spartans, although they have some tough opponents coming up, namely East Central, who seems to kind of dominate the Eastern Indiana Conference. But who knows? They could have a bad night. And,
well, I think they're in the new NFL league. They know how to bring it.
Yeah, junior college anyway.
Yeah, at least junior college.
I'm not sure these kids should be playing high school.
You're right. Yeah, I just wonder about that all the time.
Right, they're defending state champions in 4A a couple years ago, so they're always a strong opponent. But I'm sure the kids will be up for that game, as they apparently are tonight, because they're playing well. We are at halftime here at Rushville, and the Spartans have a 22-12 lead. It was the Lions leading 12-7 at the end of the first period. So, as you can see, the Lions were held scoreless in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that's, I didn't realize that until Grady mentioned it to me, that we held them scoreless. But Rushville, his offense is powerful, very, very powerful, and we can't take it lightly. Again, we cannot play to lose. We just got to keep continuing to play.
Continue to play the second 24 minutes like you played the first.
Yeah,
and that'll be good.
Rushville is not going to go away. They're not going to stop. I mean, this is their home field, and they want to keep the trophy in their trophy case. And the Spartans, we want to bring it back. And again, this series over the last 4 or 5 years has not been.
No, the last 5 years, the Spartans have only won one game since 2014. So, and that was 2 years ago. So Rushville has dominated the series in the last 2 years.
Yeah, last time we won in this series was here on Rushville's field. So hopefully we can take it back from them again.
Right now they are continuing the halftime show here, and the Rushville High School band is lined up and will be playing for the benefit of the fans here. Spartans have
I forget who the last game that they won.
Pardon?
I forget who the last game that we won.
I don't recall either. It would have been in
I think it was Beechcroft or
2017.
yeah, I think it was the team that in Indianapolis that's no longer a team.
Broad Ripple,
Broad Ripple, I think
very
it was
well
Broad
could
Ripple,
be.
yeah.
Very well could be. Yes, that may be. Right. But
yeah.
and Broad Ripple, of course, is now closed, and Jennings County replaced them on the Connersville schedule.
And you see the King still running out there and forgot his
I'm not sure.
drumsticks.
I'm not sure what's going on.
He's the king. He don't need to be playing the drums.
Yeah, I think it's already headed. I think you're right. Yeah. So we can listen to him here for a second.
Yep.
We're happy to have our sponsors bringing you this game here tonight, and they include FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, the Eye Center of Connorsville, Edward Jones, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Reed Health Connorsville, American Heritage Realty. These folks are happy to be bringing you this game, and we're certainly happy to have our sponsors to
absolutely
help us bring you CHS Sports on TV3.
Absolutely, Fran. What a, again, we talked about this earlier in the halftime show. The most complete first quarter of football we've seen in a very long time from these Connorsville Spartans.
Very true.
Very, very good power football. We've seen some pure power, not just coming from the usual suspects of Cirqua and Schaefer. We saw some power running from Glinch, who just got 3 or 4 yards carrying people on his back. And we saw some great passing from Kelly and Schaefer catching that ball with his finger.
Yeah, that's what I like, the way we've mixed up the game tonight and been successful on both ends in the rushing and passing. So I know the fans are very, very happy with the Spartans. And these kids, they work hard in practice. They work as hard as any team we play or any team in football in Indiana. And they practice hard. And they're smart kids. Many of them are on the honor roll. So they're well deserving of a victory. And just keep our fingers crossed here tonight. They have a lead of 10 at halftime.
Yeah, you talk about the academics of these kids. We also got to remember that, it's still summertime. I mean, Monday at 3:50 a.m., I've got it down, as that's when fall comes in. And that's when I officially start weeping. And these kids go out there and they play in the heat of the, they practice in the heat of the day.
Yes.
And they've had those 2-a-days in the summertime when they've sweated. And these kids know. They don't need you to tell them that, hey, your guys are on a losing streak. They know that. They know how many they've lost, and they know why they've lost. And these kids are very aware of their situation, but it hasn't stopped them from coming out, giving their all, and playing this game with the love that only high school kids can have. And they haven't stopped, even with the injuries. Again, last week with P, that was just brutal.
Yes.
His injury, and we wish him the best to get back next year. But these boys have not stopped. This coaching staff has not stopped coaching, and right now we're in the lead. And again, let's not get ahead. We still got 24 minutes of football to go. But you gotta feel very good. So let's not play to lose. Let's play to get that first victory.
Yes. First time all season long they've had the halftime lead.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we've had a lead at halftime.
It's been a while.
You do the away games, and you get to see the complete season of these Spartans. And this is our annual full-out away game here in Rushville. And, the faithful, as we mentioned earlier, the faithful come out in droves.
Right, yeah. Well, play's about to be resumed. The timeout's gone as far as the clock is concerned. So we will get ready for the Spartans to take on the Lions here in the second half of this game at Rushville. As we mentioned, happy to have you on. Join us on TV3 for all the Spartan sports.
And Spartans got to be loving the fact that they get this ball.
Yes, as the Lions are putting the ball down at the 40-yard line and getting ready to open the second half of the game, kicking off here. Well, let's see if Rushville's coaches were able to change some things. Here's the kickoff, and
that's not good. Rushville gets the ball.
Rushville's ball, as it was touched by a Spartan, and then a Rushville boy, he lost it, then the ball was pounced on by Rushville, and the first big break of this game goes to the Rushville Lions.
Yeah, just when we said that,
Right.
boy, you got to feel good getting the ball to start this second half, we cough it up, and Rushville gets it.
Yeah, at the Spartan 43-yard line. Great.
Yeah, great
Field
field
position.
position for Rushville, and we've seen what they can do all night.
Right. Here's a pass that's complete at the 36-yard line. Receiver pushed out of bounds by Spartan defenders.
Yeah, they got a looks like they got that. Is that the same quarterback that the Spartans, without question, are on their heels again? They that's still Vance. The Spartans
at the 35.
Don't want to put your defense on the heels right away, but again, we still have another cushion, and that is if they score, we're at least up by 2.
Ball carrier getting free, gets to the Spartans line, finally tipped up, but not before he gets to the 20. Now the Rushville team and fans are excited right now as to what's going on.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful play. That was a display of their speed right there, and their offensive line is back on firing on all cylinders again. The last couple times they had the ball, we had a bend don't break mentality. Let's hope that we're starting to not break right here.
19 of Connersville, where the ball is, 1st and 10 for Lions.
They got there fast on that 19.
Comes a play.
That's beautiful.
Big game by the ball carrier as he gets in around the 5. Right?
Yeah,
maybe.
looks like he's within, like maybe at the 3.
Spartans unable to stop the Lions here in the opening minute of the second half.
He's at the 3-yard line, yeah. He's on the 3.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
1st and goal for Rushville.
Yeah, they're getting 10 yards each and every time. And
yeah. Just when we said there at the end of the first half, Spartans were stopping their big runs, but not right now.
Yep. And
There's a
he's
play
in
up
for a
to the middle.
Yep.
Touchdown as the Lions score quickly in the opening minutes of the second half.
Yeah, Connersville, right there, Fran, that is not how you want to start the second half. The idea was that we were getting the ball.
Yeah.
And we're hopefully going to extend that lead to 17 at least, but now we're up 4 with the possibility of only being up 2.
Right, they scored in the first minute and a half of this second half.
Yeah, they know how to score fast, and you got to wonder how we even stopped them.
Yeah, they really made adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, they sure did. Well, I mean, that's easy. That's academic right there. That was
2-point conversion, good.
Yeah, I mean, they just went back to what they did before.
Yes, that's how the ball game began, right?
Yeah, without question.
That makes it 22-20 in favor of the Spartans, but they really have to regroup now and protect the lead as small as it is.
Well, that right there was a message from Rushville, Fran. The message was this: we're not going away.
Yeah.
We definitely are not going to go away.
Yeah, they really made a statement.
Yeah, and the mistake that we made by going for it on 4th down is not going to happen again. We're going to just run at will and until you stop us.
So the Lions will kick off for the second time in the first half to the Spartans. Let's see if Connersville is more successful this time than they were the first time.
Need to score right here, obviously, to extend the lead. Do not want to be playing from behind, but after that score, you get that feeling that the Spartans are playing from behind.
Yes.
Even though we have a 2-point lead.
But now Connersville has to score quickly, and as they did in the first quarter, and that kind of slowed Rushville down. So if the Spartans can cross the line here, why, the series of plays, they'll be all right. Ball returned to the 34-yard line. Gavin Lynch returned the ball.
Spartans, we talk about Rushville's offense. Our offense has been pretty good, too. We have scored every time we've had the ball.
That's true.
So that's good.
That's true.
Yeah,
it'll be at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
we just did our scoring a little bit differently in Rushville. Theirs is, they open up those lanes and get 15 yards a shot. We're a little bit more methodical about it, a little bit more power.
Here's the ball. Twisting and falling down after a short gain is Circula.
They may have twisted to about two, maybe, looks like 2. We have
about the 36-yard line is where it will be spotted.
Yeah, and he's either cramping or it's more likely he's probably doing a little bit cramping. As this gives the Spartans time to regroup a little bit, get some hydration.
No gain on that play. We're going to have the ball at their own.
Yeah, they're not working on any part of his body. Now they're going down
yard
towards
line.
his leg, yeah.
Ball to 37 of Connersville.
Yeah, hopefully it is a cramp. I didn't see anything lead me to,
And be 2nd and 8 for CHS. In their own territory, up by a couple of points, 22-20.
I was going to say they're getting awfully close to their coach. I don't think that they can.
Yeah, they're sending in.
Are they able to take? I didn't think they were.
I didn't think they could
take
either.
Instructions because our guys are not.
They're having
here we go. Here's our coach going over there.
Taking a timeout or something. Their own timeout. Getting some water and everything. The player that was shaken up is walking off the field, which is great news.
Yeah, I like to see that happen.
Clock is stopped at 10 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the third period.
Hopefully he gets some treatment. He'll be back on there again.
The 2nd and 8 situation for Connersville.
Number 58 there for Rushville, still limping off the field. Caden Kennedy. He's a 5'7" sophomore for Rushville. Spartans again, a lot of power running, a lot of efficient passing. I expect to see, that first play from Circle there, powering to 2 yards.
Here comes a play. Kelly balks out the signals. Good snap from center.
Play from
Breaking
Circle.
free for big yardage into Rushville territory. Connersville's ball carrier. Cirqua. Landon brought down around the Rushville 45-yard line.
Yeah, he dragged their guy I think it's number 10 there for
That was
Rushville.
an important play.
Yeah, he dragged Casey Smith for about 5-6 yards for that. Again, a very powerful run there from, again, nice opening of the lane there from the offensive line.
Spotted on the 46-yard line of Rushville. It's 1st and 10, Connersville. Third quarter play continues. Here's the snap to Kelly. There's a handoff, and the Rushville Lions anticipated that one, and they brought the ball carrier down.
Yeah, they sure did anticipate
right around
that.
the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they had that one figured out.
Yeah, that's not a good loss of yards right there. Looks like we only lost 1, but from here, that's a long
2nd
one.
and 11 as Connersville breaks the huddle. Sends a wide receiver to the far side.
That's off. Yeah,
Offsides, Rushville.
Yeah, definitely that helps us out right there. That makes it 2nd and manageable.
Yeah, 2nd down coming up for the Spartans, and it will be 2nd and 6. Ball at the 42-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah, they've had quite a few of those today. We had that one when it was 4th and about 3 on their first drive deep in our territory that they ended up getting a first down and score in the next play.
Kelly calls out the signals.
Not good.
Bad snap that time. Picks up the ball and runs to his left and picks up a couple of yards around to the 41.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to give. Are they going to give him any? No, they're not. he didn't gain anything. He may have. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, no gain at all. No, actually, it looked like he lost about a half yard.
So it's going to be on the 42-yard line, and 3rd and 6 for Connersville.
Yeah, not good at all. Again, a bad snap. We cannot be having these bad snaps. That's a good snap.
There's a handoff, and the ball carrier goes no place.
Yeah, that's not good, and this is.
No.
You know, right now with a 2-point lead and the way that Rushville is firing on all cylinders.
Spartans will have to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, let's try to pin them deep into their own territory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Rushville territory just barely.
Yeah, but you definitely want to punt right here because you want to pin them back. And, you know, we just got to tighten up on defense. That fumble may be the difference in this ball game.
Very well could be.
Yeah.
Cole Martin in to punt the ball away. Gets it off, and
nice
it will.
That's a nice punt.
Be coming down around the 15 and rolling a little bit.
That's a good punt. Yep.
No, I guess it didn't roll much.
I thought it was going to run. Yeah, I thought it was going to. I mean, it just died as soon as it landed right there, which you know, really helped Rushville up. But again, not a bad punt on the 15-yard line. We'll definitely take that. But
yes,
we got to tighten up defensively. Rushville.
Absolutely, as you say, try to keep them in their own territory and force a punt.
Yeah, that's good, and tighten it up defensively and.
Okay, the Lions go to work, trailing 22-20.
That's a nice. We
run up to the 25-yard line. Be a little bit short of the 1st and 10, I believe. Well, let's see where they place the ball down. It may be. It is the 1st and 10. As they get the ball to the 25-yard line.
Again, just power running there, Fran. I mean, absolute power running, and we don't want to get panicky that hey, they've chewed up a lot of yards every time they get the ball. We definitely, you know,
wide to the near side is a receiver. That the ball is carried across the 30-yard line.
We can't play with the hope that they're going to cough it up.
Chad Owens brought the ball carrier down, and it's a pickup on the play of about 6 or so. It looks like a 2nd and 4 coming up. See if the Spartan defenders can hold. Here's a runner getting up through the Spartans defense to the 41-yard line.
You know, it seems like we're playing uphill and they're playing downhill, and you know they sweep it there, and you know they get that lane wide open, and as soon as he sees that lane open, he turns on the jets, and we haven't been able to stop him since.
It's a 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 41-yard line. Ready for the play coming up. Spread men wide to both sides.
Wow.
Ball carry getting loose. Finally caught from behind and dragged down, but not before he gets to the 30-yard line of Connersville.
Rushville feeling good about that, without question.
Yeah, they're really opening up that Spartans line and getting through it.
And they've done that all night, and you have to wonder how we stopped them those times. And the reason is that they started going between the guards, and we were able to stop them there. When they've spread it out, we haven't been able to stop them all night. We need to watch the sweep.
Ball's at the 30-yard line of Connersville, and a little gain on the play, but not much. Spartan defenders held. It'll be at the 26-yard line.
Certainly don't feel that the Spartans, you know, have the momentum with the way Rushville's offense is firing.
2nd down for the Lions. at the Connersville 27-yard line.
That's just
Play
nice.
to the near side.
Yeah.
Spartans zero in on the ball carrier, and Cole Martin in on one of the Spartans in on the tackle.
Oh, I lost who had the ball. I thought one of the other guys behind him did, and he had a lane open, and then I realized, oh no, the guy that had it, and grateful we stopped there. And now we're third and long, which is something that they haven't had in a while. And
right.
Again, you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Eventually, hopefully, we can stop them. And we need this as a huge third down right here, Fran.
Right. They need 8 yards for a 1st and 10, and the defense of Connersville really has to pull off a good play now.
Yeah, I'd go to the left side. Here they go.
There's a pitch out to the near side. Ball carrier on the sidelines gets the first down and 20.
There's a hold. I saw a hold there. And
did you?
Yeah. And luckily the guy in stripes did too. Yep.
Going to call the playback?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, right, against the Lions.
There was a definite
lucky break for the Spartans because that was a big pickup.
Yeah, it was a definite.
That guy was near the 5-yard line when he was brought down by the Spartan defenders.
We had our guys going to the opposite side, and that Rushville saw that and called it to the left side, and
ball is the 35-yard line for the Lions. They're 35-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, this definitely, without Rushville, this will more than likely would definitely have to be a punting position.
3rd and 14 for the Lions if Spartan defenders hold.
Yeah, we got. And you got to think that they're not going to abandon any sweep simply because that's what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Snap from center. Ball and the ball carrier.
And that's a fumble. Went out.
Dropped, forced out of bounds around the 31-yard line. It will be at the 34.
I'm not sure if they count that.
4 and 14, 4th down and 12 to go. So let's see if they will do punt or not.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to punt.
No, they apparently aren't.
Boy, this is extreme confidence in your offense if you're going right here.
Yeah, they need 12 yards for a 1st and 10.
Yep. Trying to draw Connersville offside.
Right, didn't work. They called for a timeout, stopping the clock.
Which wouldn't have given them a 1st down had they drew us offside, but
would have made it easier for them.
Yeah, would have definitely brought it to 4th and manageable, but
it's 3:49 on the 3rd quarter clock here at Rushville.
Yeah, I think you got to punt, Fran. I don't think you do anything but punt on that one.
22-20 is the score in favor of Connersville.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Timeout's over, and see what Rushville decides to do.
Looks like they're going to go for it again.
Why not?
Grady Tate, of course, says he would, but he's up here really rooting for the Spartans. And you know what? I would think you have to, especially.
Here we go.
And that's beautiful. That's
number 9 again.
Yeah, I tell you what, Schaefer has played the game of his life.
Absolutely, Evan Schaefer.
He should have the trophy over his house. Yeah, sure, that was just beautiful. Again, they have been successful running the ball, and when they abandon that, we've taken advantage of it. Of course, we kind of made a little bit of an adjustment on some of those sweeps. But, boy, I tell you what, the defense clamped down right there when momentum clearly was on the Rushville Lions side of the ball, Fran.
Yeah, Evan is junior CHS, which is good news.
Yeah, that's very good news.
He's 6'4".
Well, we need him with Carey. He's that tall. We need him on the basketball court.
Okay, Spartans take over on downs at the 39-yard line. And here we go with the play, and up to the middle.
I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, that kid is barely over 5 feet tall when he's around all those guys, and he's got like 5 yards out of that.
On piles, and it's number.
I love that kid. That Lynch, he's a hard-nosed player.
Number 15, Gavin Lynch, who's the last up off the ground.
Yeah, he's a hard-nosed player. I mean, he's
a pickup on the play of 5, so it's 2nd and 5. Spartans move the ball to the 44-yard line, their own 44, trying to get into Arville territory. 22-20. Spartans have the lead here in this game. We're in the third quarter. Nice gain up to the 50, maybe to the 49. To see who carried that ball.
That was Circle right there. Nice play from Circle.
Landon Circle, number 42.
He may not be the most beautiful, but he's a John Riggins type runner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that kid is hard to bring down.
Yeah, very hard to bring down.
Connersville in Rushville territory, just barely, but it's at the 49.
And you see when he gets the ball in traffic, he puts both hands to protect that ball like it's his life.
1st and 10, and
got at least 8 on that one.
He carries the ball again and moves it to the 40-yard line, which is about less than a yard short of a 1st and 10. No, they're moving the ball back to the 39, so make it a couple of yards the Spartans need.
Yeah, that was an 8-yard run right there that, again, not going to get any style points, but who cares? 8 yards is 8 yards.
Okay, a 2nd and 2 for CHS. We're in Rushville territory, have the lead in the third period. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's the play. They've got the 1st and 10. As Ron, who carried the ball?
Have a Circle again.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, Fran, offensive line is just playing well, and
right.
we gave all the praise in that first first half to the offense, but the defense rose to the occasion that last time when they had every reason to believe that Rushville was just going to take it to the house.
1st and 10. For the Spartans at the Rushville 35.
They tighten it up, and the offense is, hopefully going to reward them for it.
They're staying on the ground, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, let's eat some clock. Let's eat some clock. And if we can get 4 or 5 yards to run and get a first down every couple plays, might as well keep going. Rushville's already taken, I don't know if they've had 2 timeouts yet, but I know they've had 1. I think they may have had 2.
Right.
So, they're sure. They don't have anything on their scoreboard to let us know how many timeouts.
The 2nd and 4 for the Spartans at the 34-yard line of Rushville. At the 30-yard line of Rushville. Tight formation for CHS. Good snap from center this time. Ball carrier plunges forward as Circle carries it to the 25-yard line. Enough for a 1st and 10.
I mean, just he knows where it's going, and he knows how to power his way to it each and every time. And now Rushville's taking a timeout. Right. That would definitely be their second.
They want to talk it over and see what's going on, why they can't stop this Spartan drive.
Yeah, and it's just basic, give the ball to Circle, and let's get, and again.
Yeah, well, these kids are doing their job blocking for him.
Yeah. And
that's what it's all about. If you go into a ball game saying, I will do my assignment,
then
100%.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, and we've eaten so much of this clock, and again, it goes back to what we talked about that first half, Fran, that the Spartans dug themselves in a hole a couple of times and were able to dig themselves out quickly. They weren't digging them more and more and more.
Yes.
And we've seen that many times where they dig themselves a hole and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
They started this quarter off with that fumble on that,
right?
that whatever onside kick you want to call that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, Rushville just goes down and scores like it's nothing.
Right.
We get the ball, can't go anywhere, have to punt it away, and Rushville's getting deep, and then all of a sudden they're starting to make a little bit of mistakes.
Right.
We didn't panic.
We have 41 seconds to go in the third period. Connersville up 22-20, hoping to add to that right now.
Yeah, definitely hoping
ball
to add
at the Rushville 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Tight formation for CHS. Kelly barks out the signals.
Yeah, I thought he was going to draw somebody offline.
Yeah,
offside.
didn't work, but
he was trying.
It's worked a couple times tonight. Here's a kid breaking through for the Spartans down to inside the 20.
It looked like one of our guys knocked him over on that Cirqua.
Who carried the ball?
Yeah, it was Cirqua.
Was it Landon again?
Seems like every time they get the ball, they got to go back a couple of yards. So.
19.
Okay, clock is running down to 21 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to go in the fourth quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the. See where they're going to spot the ball. I'm not sure. It will be on the 19-yard line of Rushville of Connersville. So 6-yard pickup on that play by Cirqua to make it 2nd down and 4 for Connersville.
Spartans definitely, without question, this is the. We've had a few mistakes, but we haven't let them kill us and hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that many times.
Yeah, we've really played hard tonight. I think because and it hasn't, offense is easier, Ron, if you play defense first.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So you're absolutely right. And defense is better when your offense is firing because
right. One inspires the other.
Yeah, that's right. And we are playing inspired football on both sides of the ball. And that stop that again got to put some. If we don't score here, then that stop of Rushville means nothing.
Right.
And then we're back at it again, so we need to score here and hopefully put it up to 10-point lead. Changing
directions on the field as the Spartans will now head for the north goal at Henshaw Field.
Yeah.
Here come the Spartans in good position. As we pointed out, they have the ball on the 19-yard line of Rushville, and it's 2nd down and 4.
Again, we haven't had many 3rd and longs, but we've been able to, when we have had them, we've been able to execute.
Mm-hmm.
And not a good
snap from center is a low one again that Adam had to reach down and grab.
Yeah, I would feel much better if we didn't have any more of those low snaps.
Yes.
It just puts too much pressure on everyone.
I'm sure the center will be working this coming week.
Yeah.
Spending many minutes on that. Where they put the ball at. Let's see. Is it at the 17?
Yeah, about the 17,
so it's 3rd down and 2 for Connersville. In the final period of this ball game tonight, Connersville 22 and Rushville 20 right now. Tight formation for CHS. Handoff by Kelly. And it was Cirqua moving the ball a little bit.
Yeah, he got the 1st down.
Oh, did he? Good.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Sure, now they're moving the stakes. Yeah, he needed
just about a couple of
yards and got him. And now the ball resting at the 15-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah, he just powered his way through that.
Mm-hmm. We've seen that all night. I mean, he just puts his head down and as you say, moves the ball ahead. Spartans line up. Here's the ball taken by Schaefer, number 9, caught from behind and thrown for a loss.
Yeah, that Rushville line, number 20, held on for dear life as Schaefer had the size on him, but when you're clamping and then you wait for just enough for his teammate to come and snuff him, and didn't lose too much, maybe about a half a yard. So
so it's 2nd and 10 for the Spartans on the Rushville 15.
But again, we're keeping it on the ground. We're chewing clock.
Mm-hmm. And that's important.
Oh,
keep
very
that clock
important.
running.
Yeah, because Rushville only has one more timeout, and I'm sure they're going to want to save it when they get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So no passing unless they absolutely have to. And we'll talk about that.
Kelly
and he's wide open.
Out.
That's beautiful.
And
yes.
Got his man, I think.
Oh, he called
Touchdown,
it.
Ref rules. Kelly is
he
down.
Called it, yeah.
He was hit after he let the ball fly. And now comes his dad out to check him out.
Yeah,
and the medical people are coming from the far sidelines. Yeah, I hope it's just wind knocked out of him is what I'm hoping.
Well, they're going.
But he was banged into. Is there a flag down there, Ron?
It looks like there is a flag. That may be.
I think it's going to be roughing the passer, I'll bet.
Yeah. But it looked like he caught that ball from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't remember who caught that ball.
No.
I think it was Owens who caught that ball.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're the leg of Kelly. Hopefully it's just cramping, but
yeah, I hope so. I hope he hops up here in a minute and walks off the field.
Oh, that was Lynch who caught the ball. We got that confirmed.
Gavin Lynch, number 15.
Yeah, I thought it might have been Owens, but guys over there on the other side said it was Lynch.
Okay, and the scoreboard reads right now 28 Connorsville, 20 Rushville, with just under 10 minutes to play. And of course the clock and play and everything is stopped here because of the injury to the Connorsville quarterback, Adam Kelly Jr.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides athletic trainers to the Connorsville Spartans through the support of the Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers are normally present at most practice and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete is rehabbing from a sports injury, Reed Health offers outpatient physical therapy at 1941 Virginia Avenue in Connorsville, and it has been confirmed it was Lynch.
Adam is up and walking off the field.
Yeah, and hopefully it looks like that was probably more of a cramp.
Probably, hopefully, and because he didn't need any assistance walking off, so that's an excellent sign.
I haven't heard didn't see what the call was.
We're lining up.
Yeah.
It's touchdown.
Ready for the extra point by Connorsville.
Yeah, well, whatever the flag was, either it was picked up or it was against Rushville, and we're not going to take it because, again, I saw Lynch get wide open, and Kelly, again had to streak him down there, but
there's Cole Martin getting ready for a point after try.
Yeah, put us up by 9. Not a good distance.
Blocked.
Yeah, not a good snap. I mean, that's just. Yeah, we needed that right there to put it up within.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
right.
now Rushville can score, and we got somebody down.
Yeah, they could score, and an extra point would put them ahead.
Well, if they scored 2 points, it would tie it. So that's again not what we wanted right there. We wanted to be able to have that cushion, and the snap. It's not good. We have to, without question, work on that.
Like we said earlier, I haven't seen that so frequently. Any game we've covered,
it's been horrible. I mean, terrible this game. And again, don't want it to come back and haunt us. Don't want that to come back and haunt us. But again, the cushion is that if they score, we tie. But Rushville has got to be a little nervous that their plays that they were chewing up a lot of yards were being stopped by the Spartans. And once your bread and butter is no longer, it's a long road. That was again a nice play there from the Spartans to score right there as Lynch, dove for that ball, and from our angle it looked like he did catch it, even though the guy in stripes didn't call it. The guy at the far end did.
Martin puts the ball at the 40 and kicks it, and it will.
Wow, he nailed that. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That go to the end zone?
Yeah, but they kicked it from the 45 at Rushville.
Oh, okay.
Since that was it was that penalty, which just gives them at the 20.
So it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20, and the Lions will go to work. Down by 6.
They only have 8. Yeah, they only have one timeout, so they have to really utilize their time right here. They don't want to use a timeout during this series if they absolutely positively can help it. They don't want to use one.
Spartans on defense, and these kids really have to tighten up here to protect that lead.
That's right, and you can probably see that they're probably going to do a lot of passing because they don't want to.
Right. There's a.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. Go ahead. That's going to, chew up some clock with one timeout left. And we have another guy down for the Spartans.
Right.
That looks like that's a cramp.
Landon circling in on the tackle of the Rushville player.
Yeah, he's cramping. There's no doubt about that. Man, those hurt. I think you've had a few in your life, haven't you, Fran? Those don't feel good at all.
Sure.
Yeah. You've never had a cramp playing? Oh, they're fun.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we see them in basketball.
Yeah.
And those kids are in a world of hurt.
Yeah. Start cramping up. Yeah, he's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not liking it, but he'll.
Even the pros do that, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they get some cramps too. Yeah. But they got those trainers that definitely know how to get. And our trainers are good too. Our trainers are good too. They take care of these
absolutely.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rubbing it out. 52 for the Spartans. Let's see who. And that's Hunter Sturgeon. He's getting worked on out there on the
he's
field.
one of the juniors on this team, so.
Yeah, boy, he's in a lot of pain. He's not liking it at all.
No. Yeah, if you've had a cramp, why they are not pleasant.
No, and we talked about that. You know, it's so hot. I mean, it's a sauna up here. I hope I've lost some weight sweating. But these kids out there playing and hustling and
with all the equipment on and everything. I mean, he's up.
And it's not fun. I mean, you can't control a cramp, and when you start cramping, it's you know, and it's one of those things that hurts when you're getting worked out, but you know it's what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only one way to relieve it.
Yeah. And he's going to be sitting down and get some extra
Okay, here we
treatment.
go with the Lions. Ball is at their own 25-yard line, 2nd and 5. They trail the Spartans by 8. And forward comes the play. It is short of a 1st and 10.
Yeah, each time that we, tackle them, let's try to stay on them as long as we can to eat some of that clock for them to get up.
Yeah, we're down to a little over 9 minutes left to play in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 9 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
But Rushville again only has one timeout left, so that may come back and bite them.
Coming to the near side, a runner gets free and is dropped at the 50-yard line.
A nice run there from the older Vance as he followed his blockers and did a little zigzag to get a couple of extra yards on that as they stop the clocks to move the chains. And once it's moved there, and there they go, they're moving the clock again. Another, again, chew that clock up. That's not break, but maybe we can bend a little bit.
28-20. Connersville has the lead here in the 4th period at Rushville, but the Lions have the ball at the 50. There's a pitch out coming to the near side.
Yeah, we got to stop that.
Net by the Spartans and gets free, and 21 has the ball. And a good run down the sidelines by the Lions number 21, and I thought he was stopped a couple of times. But
I thought he was stopped too a couple of times.
Right.
Yeah. Got to stop them right here again.
He was shaken up on the tackle.
And
he's brought to the sidelines and takes a seat on the bench. That was Nick Lawler. He's a junior, weighs 200 pounds. Junior here at Rushville.
It's a great run.
Good run. I mean, he was hugging that sidelines all the while and was finally caught by a Spartan and brought down.
Yeah, they can get a first down with getting a touchdown. So, this definitely is 4-down territory for the Rushville Lions. They're not going to try to kick a field goal. They're going to try to put it in. So, we without question need to tighten it up right here if we ever need to stop.
Right, the ball's on the 12-yard line of Connersville. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Rushville.
Yeah, and we're calling. No, Rushville's calling their last timeout. Wow, this could hurt them big time.
8 minutes and 3 seconds on the 4th quarter clock.
You got to think that they're going to get the ball at least one more time, Fran, and to have no timeouts. And
right.
Wow, I'm surprised that they used a timeout right here. But, again, they're playing for the points right now. They definitely, without question, got to score, got to get that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they're 8 points down.
Yeah.
Yeah, a touchdown by itself won't do it, but
Well, maybe Connorsville
They
called it.
give the Spartan fans a lot of anxiety, though, I think. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Connorsville breaks from their huddle first, and
Yeah, I saw the signal to the Connorsville side for a time, or Rushville side for a timeout. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Spartans want
well,
to keep the clock running.
Yeah, we don't know who called timeout because we got the guys up here saying that they pointed to Connorsville too. So who knows? I wish they had a scoring thing up here to let us know. Yeah, we're going to find out. But
here are the Lions going to work.
Yeah, and that's a touchdown.
Following to the end zone. Good blocking by Rushville.
Very good blocking.
Put the score at 28-26 right now.
Very good scoring or run right there from the Rushville Lions.
A Lion TD.
Yeah. That was again, when you have that kind of a lane, you make your running back look very, very good.
Yeah, he followed his blockers well
yes,
into
sure
the end
did.
zone.
Got to stop them here because you know they're going to go for two. They're not going to.
Oh, sure.
They're not going to kick a field goal here.
No, 2 points will tie this ball game. Here comes a play, and it is a pass. That's good.
I need to find out if Connorsville.
We are tied at 28.
Yeah, very good play from Rushville.
Yeah, good series, good drive by the Lions.
Yeah, very good drive by the Lions. You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connorsville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring, plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connorsville. That's 765-692-0800. That's the phone number.
Spartans getting ready for the kickoff by Rushville.
I got to find out who called that last timeout. We're confused up here in the booth.
They're in the final period with 7:59 on the clock. Now the Spartans really need to get back to some of the offensive plays that we saw in the opening half. They led at halftime, 22-20.
Got to confirm, Fran, it was Connorsville who called that last timeout. Rushville still has one. Not a good play.
The ball gets by him, and it is Rushville stopping the Spartan ball carrier inside the 15.
So the situation, tie ball game. Rushville has one timeout remaining. Connorsville has two.
Okay.
You know, you want to eat the clock and hopefully score when you eat the clock and give as little time on the clock.
Spartans start at the 12-yard line of Rushville.
It would be great if we can force Rushville into a timeout.
Their own 12. That's what it is.
Yeah, let's just go back to what we were doing. Power football.
Right, yes.
Chewing up clock. And then again, hopefully we can force Rushville into to call a timeout.
Here's a tight formation by Connorsville now.
And we're taking a timeout, so we got one left.
Going to be another timeout for CHS.
Yeah.
Stopping the clock at 7 minutes and 56 seconds to play.
Both teams one timeout. You know, again, you had not sure why the timeout here. Maybe they didn't see or they saw something they didn't like with Rushville, but one timeout remaining with both teams. Who's going to use that last timeout?
Yeah, this is not a good situation for the Spartans.
No, not at all.
And their field position,
you know,
12-yard line is.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I
don't know what to expect, but
yeah. You haven't won a game in 2 years, 18 games.
Yeah.
You know, you just are hungry for that first victory, and it couldn't come at a better time against a rival like Rushville. And now it's a tie ball game.
There's a plunge up to the middle. gets close to the 19, the ball carrier.
You know, our offense has scored as much as Rushville, obviously, why we have the tie ball game, but you know, you got to feel if you're watching this game that the momentum's clearly on Rushville's side. They got the fan support. So what you can do to stop that is just play your style of football that got you to where you're at in this ball game. You know, we've
second down for the Spartans.
We're going to eat the clock.
Ball was at 15, so 2nd and 7 for Connersville. There's a handoff by Kelly to the far side. Is there a fumble?
No, it was just taken down pretty quick.
Crowd indicated for a second they thought the Spartans lost the football.
Yeah, not a good pitch out to Owens. He wasn't led properly by. And now we're, you know, 3rd and long. You don't want to have a 3rd and long right here. Of course, we've executed each and every time.
Right, 3rd and 7 coming. Yeah, you don't want to give Rushville the ball back with that much time remaining on the clock.
Yeah.
But,
especially the way that they've just been able to run the ball.
in the second quarter, this ball game belonged fully to Connersville, but the Spartans just haven't been able to regain the touch they had. Here's Kelly firing a pass that will be knocked down. Going to be called incomplete. It was intended for the Spartans.
Owens almost had that ball. And
had Owens, but and now a punt situation for Connersville.
Yeah, he had to jump up.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know, it seems like something happened to the Spartans when this fourth period began, and that onside kick was touched by a Spartan and then recovered by Rushville, and seems like they've been in control ever since.
Yeah, that started this half, and the Rushville has two guys back.
It seemed like that play really bothered the kids.
And I mean, Rushville they're playing with a renewed energy. Down 10.
Great field position for the Lions as it ball's on the 49-yard line.
Connersville started to play not to lose.
Yes.
You know, they started to play not to lose, and you know, we needed to continue on what we were doing, and you know, we put ourselves in a hole that but again, this game's not over. This game is not over, and Rushville, you know, they're prone to making mistakes as well. They can get too excited.
That's right. Lions take over at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
We're not losing, and we shouldn't play like it feels like it. That's just
through the middle.
Fantastic run.
Guy getting loose, finally dragged down at the 30-yard line.
You know, when you
Big
push
pickup by the Lions, Nick Lawler.
You know, when you push your guy down to get more yards, that means you got a great lane that's opened up for you, and he would have got more yards had his guy not been in his way.
28-28. Momentum has gone to Rushville in this final period.
You know,
6 minutes to play. We're halfway through the final quarter. Here's the snap from center. Ball carrier caught at the 30 and finally brought down by 3 or 4 Spartans.
It looks like maybe no yard
He
gain.
didn't want to come down, but he did. That was Anthony Mayo. He's carried the ball several times tonight for Rushville.
Now they'll probably go ahead and eat a lot of the clock and try to score. I mean, and that's confidence. Again, nobody is. You know, if they don't score and we get the ball deep in our territory with a little bit to go and we don't score, but then Rushville's fine with going into overtime, they'll still obviously feel like they got the momentum.
Lions have the ball at the Connersville 29. Here's a pitch out. Runner is grabbed and pulled down. Barton grabbed his
They're going to
jersey.
call it. Is there a flag? He got called for
I don't know.
I thought that they were calling a horse collar. I thought somebody. But no, I was going to say there was no horse collar on that. They got his jersey.
Yeah.
But they were trying to make a case for it. I'll tell you that much.
Ball's at 25-yard line at Connersville. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Lions. A little over 4.5 minutes to play in the game. Tied at 28. Play on the far side. Nope, comes to the near side again.
Now
To the
here's a big 4th down.
23-yard line is where the ball carry was brought down. Schaefer in on the tackle for CHS. Slowly getting up now. He's okay with the help of a teammate. So it's 4th down. 4 for 4th and 1 for the Lions. And of course they will go for it.
Yep. Got to go for it.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Spartan jumped offside. Automatic 1st down.
Yep.
For Rushville.
Yeah, you know, he knows that that's not good. Circle. He knows better than that. Yeah, you can't.
It was Landon Cirqua, and nobody on this field feels worse than he does right now.
No, not at all. And it's, yeah, he definitely felt it. And you know, you want them to earn that 1st down, not give them that 1st down, especially when you defensively stepped up and played well. Just got to do it again.
Ball at the 47, at the 17 rather, of Connersville. 1st and 10 for Rushville.
Nice.
There's somebody getting free and dropped
the 5
short of the goal line. See where he's going to spot the ball.
You know, just as this game's getting tightened up.
Rushville has a football deep in Connersville territory. It's going to be on the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. The Lions trying to break this 28-28 tie. Line up. Here is a play coming up.
That's it. Wow.
Lions get it into the end zone.
Baller's been in there a few times.
Rushville. They go up 34-28.
And you know they're going to go for 2. Force us to go for 2.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they have a kicker.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 8 seconds are left to play here in the game.
Why risk it? Why risk it?
Yeah, you got to hope that we can stop them right here, and then an extra point will
Right, yeah.
we'll win it if we score. But you know, first
the
things
Spartans
first.
can find the Rushville end zone.
Last time they passed it.
There's a ball
Good,
carrier.
we stopped him. That's good.
I don't think he made it.
No, did not make it at all.
Extra point, not good.
So the Spartans backs against the wall, down 6, 3:08 to go. 1 timeout remaining. Both teams, you know, hopefully we can force them to take the first timeout.
Right.
Without us taking ours. Right now we can't eat at the clock. We got to, you know, I mean, our offense is going to change. We can't.
Yeah, they have to find that Rushville end zone.
Yeah. And Circa's over there. You see him walking over, his head down. He's bumming out because he's taking, I mean, he's getting consoled by his coach and his players. He's getting a pat on his back.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, he's feeling terrible. I mean, he's not feeling good at all, but you know, we got a job to do now. It's a team effort. And Circa is going to shake it off and get out there and do what he's got to do. But see, our offense isn't designed to score very quickly like Rushville is. You know, we're, you know, at least this game's been very, very power running. What a game. You know, this would be a fantastic bus ride home with the first victory in 18 games, or it can it can be one of the worst bus rides home.
Yes. Yes. Ball bounces around, taken at the 20-yard line. Spartans get across the 30 to around the 34.
And it looks like it's going to be right at the 34. They're not even going to move the ball. Oh, here comes the new one.
Ball will be at the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
We're in the fourth period here of this ball game tonight, and Rushville has taken the lead for the first time since early in the game.
Yeah, they've had a 22-8 second half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've controlled the game the second half for sure. Here's a pass by Kelly, which is intended for Schaefer, and it's incomplete.
That's all right. It stops the clock.
Second down coming up for the Spartans. 2nd and 10 from their own 34.
You know, it's not a bad call to come out with a pass, because you got to think Rushville was definitely, as the guy with the ball, the ref with the ball there was going to lose us some yards. Come on, move it up a little bit. There you go, buddy. I was going to say, he's hurting us.
He couldn't decide just where to put it, the ref, but everything's settled now. Kelly looks for open man, and he's got one, I believe. That was a complete pass. Ron, who was?
That was Braxton.
Okay, Braxton Myers.
Yeah. Yeah, third and very manageable there. You know, Braxton went right to the, you know, again, got to make a little bit better passes. Can't be jumping up and giving time for the defender to grab him.
Ball's at the 42. It's a 3rd down and 2 for Connersville. There's a handoff, getting a 1st and 10. Spartans move the ball to 47-yard line.
Yeah, Landon has the ball. Now it's time to just go ahead and be the offensive machine that you are, Landon. And
stops the clock at 2:18.
You know, again, we got another cushion. We score, and we got Cole Martin that knows how to kick an extra point. We have a timeout, and you'd think that if we get down there, they're going to use a timeout. So, you know, this 2 minutes to go is plenty of time. The Spartans not in any hurry. You don't want to rush things.
Here's a play. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know who he was
intended
passing
for
to.
Lynch at the 40-yard line of Rushville.
Yeah.
Ball's incomplete, and now there's 3rd down coming up. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Ball at the 50. See what play the Spartans call.
I'll give it to Landon. Get about 5-6 yards. Get it to 4th and manageable, or at least give it to him, and hopefully he gets the 1st down.
Yes.
Looks like that may be the play that's going to be called.
Kelly, good snap from center.
Oh, Kelly's got it.
To the line.
Oh, he's got plenty of
and
room.
Good run by Connersville.
Very good run there from Kelly as he saw the lane open, and he just did not hesitate at all to blitz
First and
through
10
that.
for the Spartans. That stops the clock.
Yeah, definitely stops the clock.
1:37 to go.
Yeah, like that one there from Adam Kelly. Nice call from the offensive staff right there as the clock is starting to go again.
Okay, 1st and 10, Connersville. Here's Kelly. Handoff to Cirqua. And gets a couple, 3 yards is all.
Yep. Got to wonder when we're going to call a timeout. But you got to hope that we have Rushville call a timeout, but they're going to want to probably keep in their pocket.
They don't want to
they
stop
get
the
ball.
clock. Snap from center. Kelly runs to the near side. Looks for somebody open. And he had one, but the ball pops out of his hands. And that was for Owens and incomplete.
Well, that acts as a timeout right there as the clock stops, and still, you know, it's third and long. Still have
8 yards. The Spartans need for 1st and 10.
Yeah, 1-on-1 on the clock. Still got plenty of time as, again, got that timeout. And say if we get the 1st down, that will stop the clock.
There we go. Snap from center. Clock starts. Kelly fires long.
Nice.
And
Okay, that's going to stop the clock. Yes.
On the far sidelines, it's hard to see from here just who the receiver was.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I think that was Braxton again right there.
Braxton Myers. He's just a freshman, Ron.
I like that kid. I mean,
55 seconds on the clock.
He ran a beautiful, there's no reason to call timeout here. He ran a beautiful pattern right there. And Kelly, this is the best passing I've seen him all season.
Yes, Spartans on the Rushville 15.
Got a lot of protection.
They trail in this ball game. Kelly will fire again, and incomplete.
Again, that acts as a timeout. Might as well go on the first.
The fourth down coming up for the Spartans.
Second down.
Okay, right. Okay, good. Second down. Yeah.
Well, you saw that 4 on the quarter. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Come on, Fran. Help us out here.
Okay, Spartans lineups and receivers to the right and left. Adam Kelly calls the signals. Looks for somebody open.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Got a man.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Schaefer, wasn't it, Ron?
Yeah, that was Schaefer. That was
number 9. Big number 9. And the Spartans have scored and have 34 points. And Rushville has 34 points.
With 34 seconds to go.
A lot of 34s, huh? And Cole Kelly will be asked to hit a field goal.
I tell you.
With the pressure on that kid right now.
Yeah, there's no well, the pressure is on probably we have to hopefully we'll get a good snap here. Last time we had a bad snap.
Yes. We don't want to go to overtime in this ball game.
Not at all.
Tied at 34. Here's the kick. It is
blocked. Again, a terrible snap.
Was it blocked?
Yeah. Terrible snap.
Wow, the Spartans had a win here in their back pocket, and that's the second block kick tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just a horrible snap. I mean, we cannot have those bad snaps like that, and it has come back to bite us.
You're right, it hasn't gotten better any time during the game either.
No, and Rushville has 34 seconds to go, 34-6 to be exact, and they got a timeout, and so do we. Wow, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is, we talked about it in the first quarter when we had those bad snaps that we were hoping that it wouldn't come back and bite us. And that's 2 points that's off the boards with a bad snap.
Yes.
Bad snap. I mean, you really can't blame it all 100% on the long snapper. The offensive line, the offensive line needs to do their job to prevent I mean, who knows if that could have been a great snap if they could have came in there and blocked it. But, again, it wasn't a good snap. And, I tell you what, this is, wow. Yeah, unbelievable. Spartans, like you said, they had that victory in their back pocket. And somebody pickpocketed them.
Yeah, they got their pocket picked, right.
Yeah. Let's hope we can force a fumble or something.
That would be nice.
He's going to run
out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, he definitely is going to run out of bounds on that. There was no reason
knocked down the Spartan on the way out of bounds.
Yeah. And I don't know. Oh, that may be against the Spartans. A flag. Maybe against. I didn't see a flag. They said it was a flag. I don't see a flag, but
I don't
they're
see
talking.
A flag. Now the chief official is talking to one of the refs.
Personal foul against Rushville. So that really helps us out, puts them back.
Yeah.
Well, I was worried. I didn't know if the Spartan guy had come in late, but it looked, there's the flag. He was picking up on the far side or the near sideline.
Yeah, our view was blocked by that. Team members that line the.
So that's a 15-yard penalty.
34-34 with 32 seconds to play in the ball game here at Rushville tonight.
Well, we've seen Rushville score an 84-yard touchdown in the first quarter with, in about 5 seconds. So, 32 seconds is pretty.
Right.
A lot of time, especially with the timeout, and we got a timeout. Nice tackle there from Schaefer, and they're going to call. Oh, that wasn't a tackle. Apparently, it was a face mask. That's what they're going to be calling on that, or maybe a horse collar.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I don't know what he called it.
We'll have to wait for.
He had Schaefer right in front of him when he was making the call, and I couldn't tell what it was. I just know it's against Connersville. So
stops the clock at 27.9 seconds to play.
We give him back that 15 yards. Yeah,
here comes the Markov against Connersville.
It is a 15-yarder. Yeah, so there we go. 15 yards for 15 yards. So back where they started.
Yeah, it's at the 35. Rushville has it at the 35.
Yeah. Well, it was a horse collar. I couldn't quite see since Schaefer was in front of him, giving him the excuse, and he wasn't buying it. Of course, from our angle, it looked like it was a good tackle.
Well, sure, our view was partially blocked again by the team that's lining the sidelines here for Rushville.
Yeah.
There's a tackle on the far side.
You know, if we go into overtime, it looks like, are we calling the timeout? Okay, well, I don't. Okay, it is Rushville, yes.
I don't know. They point toward the goal post when they signal a timeout, so I don't know who that.
Well, they one time called Rushville a timeout and then turned it around and said it was Connersville. So, wow, I don't know how you can. I mean, everything's elementary at this point. Stop them. Let's go into overtime and do what we need to do.
Right.
You know, you get the ball. I don't know in high school if they start at the 25 like in college. We'll find out, but you got to be better than the other team.
Yes.
Yeah. This has been one of those games, Fran, that I just hate to. You hate to lose, especially with.
That would be really tough. And
yeah. I mean, this might as well be like a Super Bowl with the boys because of the fact that both teams haven't won in such a long time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, play's about to be, the ball about put in play. It's 2nd and 13 for Rushville with 12 seconds on the clock. Clock is running as the ball carrier is brought down.
This is going to be the last
inside the
right
45.
Here. Oh, it stopped. It wasn't his first down. I don't know why they stopped the clock.
I don't have any idea what's going on.
Yeah, here we go. They're done.
Well, now the clock shows zeros.
Yeah, they're going to come back. So here we go. It's overtime.
Okay, so an overtime period. And I'd like for somebody to explain to us what happens now.
Well, both teams get a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, I thought so.
And if the Rushville Lions get the ball first and they kick a field goal, which that's not going to happen because they don't got a kicker, then we get a chance to score a touchdown. We keep going until the other team, one team scores better than the other.
Okay.
So we may be here for a while.
Yeah.
We may be here for a while. Wow, again, you got to put the mental mistakes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. We're here. There's nothing we can do about it now. We got to work on that stuff in practice. We really got to work on that stuff in practice. What a game, though.
Oh, yes. I mean, best game of the season for Connersville, and hopefully they'll build on it, win or lose, and have a successful season from now on.
Yeah. Learn from this no matter what happens. If we win, learn from it and go because,
Okay, the co-captains will be meeting in the center circle again, and we'll see who gets possession of the football.
We have done everything to win this game.
We've done so many right things that it would really be tough not to come out the victor.
Right. Same thing with Rushville.
Yes.
Their guys would be saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good sportsmanship, though. I've seen both teams, players picking up the other kid on the other player on the other team and patting them, on the head. And, that's just great sportsmanship from both teams,
Have we ever covered an overtime game?
I don't think we have. We've done basketball plenty of time.
Right,
plenty of time in basketball.
Yes.
We've done multiple overtime games of basketball. Guys in the truck never thought we would do any overtime games And we're live on Facebook, or on YouTube. So
Right, I mean.
the fans at home are loving it. Pop another bag of popcorn. But no, we haven't done any.
No, I
overtime
didn't think.
games,
I could never remember an overtime game in football.
I wonder where that lady is with our drinks. We need more drinks. Come on up here. She took an order a little bit ago. It's time.
Okay, here's the signal from the ref.
Oh, did they win and decline?
I don't know what Rushville. The guy came over and tapped.
Yeah,
one of
and
the players
then
on
did
the
decline.
shoulder.
We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, which team?
I don't know why you'd want to defer. I guess you want to see what the other team's going to do, which you have to do. Apparently that's, I mean, obviously you want to score a touchdown.
Yes.
And, Rushville not having a kicker, that might have played into what they needed to do. But obviously if they get the ball first or second, they're going to want to score because they have to score a touchdown. Not having a kicker on their roster because they haven't went for an extra point, they're going to have to score every time. No, Grady was saying that they went on their first time and they went for a 2-point conversion and guy passed it over the line of scrimmage. That's what happened that first time, so they haven't went out. As Grady's correcting his notes here now. We've debated up here all night, Fran, whether or not they have a kicker. And so, again, I don't make sense why Rushville would defer because if they don't have a kicker, they have to score. But, maybe put the pressure on Connorsville. But, at the same time, if Connorsville scores, a touchdown, hopefully it will heighten up the fact that they know that Rushville will have to score as well.
They placed the ball at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's at the 10. I thought it was at 25. Well, that's in college.
It's on the 10, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where it's at. Right on the 10.
I'm thinking, I'm kind of guessing here to see, but
yeah, that's what it is.
It'd be nice if someone would explain things over the public address for the people in the stands.
We have scored more points this game than we have all season combined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, the ball will be on the 10. First and 10.
Yeah, this is taking forever. And we got, it seems like we're walking 20 yards back to the ball. I mean, it's wearing us out.
I don't.
Yeah, here our guys have to do a 20-yard dash to get to the ball.
Right.
I'd like us to score the first play. That would be fantastic. As you can hear the faithful from across the field, they're excited.
Right. I hope they know something we don't.
And that's Owens. Ooh, did he get
ball carrier brought down.
5?
The second down.
It looked like he got to the 5.
Okay.
Now Owen took a hit on that one as he saw that lane and got tripped up the last minute by the Rushville line. Gain of 5.
Okay, Spartans line up. Offense. Here comes the play.
And
pushing forward.
Did not get
Still
him.
Short.
Yeah. Okay, he got about to the 2-yard line. Maybe, well, I don't know. It looks like they may have only gave him a yard. Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, here we go. It's third down.
Right, near the goal line are the Spartans. We're in the overtime period here at Rushville tonight with the score tied at 34.
Yeah, this is 4 down. Well, I don't know. We got Cole Martin to kick a field goal, but,
Okay. Spartans line up, tight formation. Here's a snap to Adam. Pitches out to Owen. Cuts the corner, and I don't believe he got in.
No, he did not. So now we have a decision to make. Do we go ahead and kick the field goal to get the points? But with the way that the snap's been, it's not definitely not guaranteed.
Right. Right. So.
But if we don't go for it, then we definitely have to stop Rushville.
And a field goal doesn't. You have to score a touchdown to win an overtime, don't you?
No. You can kick a touch. They would have to match it or.
Okay. Right. Yeah, they would have a chance.
We are calling timeout. Yeah, so this is huge. We got to go for it. I mean, we need to get the touchdown,
right?
Because Rushville does not have a kicker. Obviously, unless they bring in some guy with the boot, who knows? Maybe they're putting it in their back pocket for this moment.
Maybe they're keeping under cover until a crucial time like this would be.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting, but it's I don't know what to add to that. I mean,
it is. It's very interesting, Fran. I mean, this is
this is a first for us on TV3, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, the people at home watching on YouTube getting a treat.
Right, they're probably crossing fingers and everything else.
Biting their fingernails down to the quick.
Right.
As the faithful over there at the other side of the field are.
Okay, here comes the play, and let's see what it is.
Yeah, as Rushville's trying to scream and cause disruption.
Spartans don't need much, I don't think, do they?
No, it's 4. It's at the 3, so it's 3 yards to go.
I don't know what.
Just give it to Landon and let him just blast his way in.
Yeah, blast a hole in the.
And no, Adam has it. He's getting in. There's a penalty on the Spartans.
Is there?
Yeah, it looked like we held.
I was watching the ball carrier. Yeah. He was being dragged around by a Rushville player.
We'll find out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I saw it from here.
Yeah, it's in favor of Rushville, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I have no idea who it was on, and there's another flag. It looked like we're getting one of our guys may have said something.
Yeah, could have.
So that's 2 flags now. Yeah, one of our guys must have said a word he shouldn't say.
Yeah.
So, that's not good.
Yeah, here's a mark off.
Yeah, we got 10 right there. Personal foul. Wait, are they going to give them both? Oh, come on. You should.
My gosh.
You should only take. I don't know how you do that. I thought they would.
I thought you.
Yeah, that's.
One was.
What's that? 25 yards?
Jeez.
That's unbelievable. That's. I didn't think that they would do that. I thought that they would take the one that was the most, but apparently I'm wrong. Again, you can't shoot yourself in the foot. That was a hold. It looked like it from where I was at.
Yeah, I've never seen that where they mark off both.
Yeah.
42-yard field goal.
Yeah, I've not seen that. Martin does have a boot for a 42-yard field goal. It's 7 yards from. That would take it to the 32, add 10 yards from where the goalpost is. He could kick one from here. He's got the leg. I've seen him, in soccer boot.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing. That's what they're going for.
Yeah, he's put in the end zone in pregame practice.
Yeah, well, we got it 4th and 25. And now all Rushville's got to do is stop them, and then they got 4 plays to go 10 yards, and they've done that.
Yep. Incompleted pass by Connersville.
Yep.
Now we will get ready for.
Yeah, whoever had that unsportsmanlike conduct, which clearly was probably somebody saying something they shouldn't, and you got to keep those emotions in check.
Yeah, but that's hard. I mean,
yeah, it is. It is, especially, again, if you call a game right, there's usually a hold on every play they say, but that one I saw coming around, and Adam had plenty of room, but there was somebody underhooking somebody, and now Rushville has.
So Rushville takes over at the 10-yard line. Push forward. Spartan defenders stop the ball carrier.
Yep. All Rushville's got to do is score, and this game is over. No extra point needed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the missed extra points tonight is.
Yeah, has really come back to haunt us.
Mm-hmm.
So gain of 1 right there.
Shows you how important they are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you look back at a game like this, and you can think of so many areas where if we hadn't done this, if we hadn't done that. But, again, this game's not over with. We can stop them.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see.
And he stopped right there.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I don't know if he got to the 5 yet. He may have gotten to the 4 or to the 6.
Second down coming up for Rushville.
Oh, it's on the 5. He got to the 5. So 3rd and 5. You know, they could be baiting us and do one of those pass plays that they scored on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they've.
And watch.
Okay, here we go with the Lions. 3rd down. A score, and they win the ball game. We're tied at 34.
And Rushville wins.
Is he in?
Is he in? No, he's down before his knee hit down.
No, the officials aren't signaling.
Yeah, his knee must have stopped before the ball went over.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought from our angle it looked like he had gone in. So, man, we're probably at an inch, 4th and inches, 4th and a hair. Oh, this, wow, if we stop them here, this would be unbelievable.
Yes,
they're going to quarterback sneak is what they're going to do.
Here comes the plunge.
And I don't know if we got him or not. It looks like he's in, yep.
Yeah, the kids are signaling a touchdown.
Yep. And
I haven't seen it from the official yet.
And Rushville has a player down.
Right. So Rushville scores a touchdown here in the overtime, and
Rushville is Connorsville's coming out to. But there is
lined up to
their
congratulate
player.
him. So the final score of this game will be 40-34.
That was a quarterback sneak. Yeah, quarterback sneak. That's just, that's unbelievable.
Well, that's a tough loss for the Spartans. And kids have a week to rebound, though, when they take on Jennings County next Friday night at Connorsville.
It's hard. I mean, we've seen them lose 45-0 and they've never walked off the field like they're walking off the field now. This was a game that they could have won and should have won.
Right. Yeah, just...
I mean, we did so many things right, you said.
Yeah, we really did, and the kids deserve to win. And it's unfortunate that they dropped to 0-5 on the season after playing a game like this tonight.
Yeah, what a game. A fantastic game.
So the first win of the season for Rushville. So the Lions stand at 1-4 after the 5th game of the season. So we hope that the Lions do well in the rest of the games on their schedule, and hopefully the Spartans will too. But you can tell these kids are really disappointed as they are walking off the field here at Henshaw Field in Rushville. Final score tonight in overtime, it was 40 Rushville. Connorsville 34 was tied at 34 all at the end of the regulation play. Tonight's game was brought to you on TV3 by American Heritage Realty, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Reed Health Connorsville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones Financial Advisors.
This game has also been brought to you by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, and the Eye Center of Connorsville.
Thanks everybody for watching tonight's game. Final again, Rushville 40, Connorsville 34 in overtime. Thanks for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody.